What's up, guys? Welcome back. All right, so as you guys can see, we are getting straight back into our Inkosi Super Cup. This is, of course, week 2, round 1. Oh, Wiley, how are you doing today?
I'm doing awesome. Very excited. We had a look and a chat about the teams playing today. I'm definitely expecting a lot of action.
Yeah. No, I think it's going to be an awesome day, kicking off round 2, or rather week 2, not round 2. But I think it's going to be an interesting lineup we're going to have today. We're going to see some strong teams going up against each other, and I think it's going to give us a pretty good play. A lot of action on screen, getting everything ready so we can jump. Hopefully there's going to be a lot of action. I believe there will be, and I'm looking forward to seeing those last few zones when the teams start getting closer together. And also there on screen, you can see this is our schedule for the day. We got round 1 starting now at 6 p.m. Then, of course, we got the final round 1, 2, and 3, each one starting on the hour. All 4 maps, of course, then being on the Erangel map. So, the setup we've got as well is the top 8 teams from our first round for today will then move through over to our finals and then compete in those 3 matches that we've got going.
Yeah, very excited to see. As you can see, all 4 maps, obviously Erangel. As we said before, this is our home turf, and we're definitely expecting a lot of strategic playing here.
Yeah, no, definitely, and I think it's going to be interesting to see where the players are going to drop. Whether we're going to see some of the teams push up to the teams that we know have their favorite spots. The places where they usually go. I think it's going to be interesting to see whether or not we're going to have anyone contending those spots. If not, then where these teams are going to go to start and get their loot going so that they can get ready for that push. Up into the final zones. Of the rounds.
Yeah, as you say, most of the squads here, they have their favorite spots. It's basically all going to come down to the flight path. I'm definitely expecting like the BKB guys. We know they're going to go for Pubg if they get that opportunity. The gun squad, they always go for Quarry, from what I saw in the scrims now. So it all comes down to the flight path to see and determine who's going to go where.
Yeah, no, definitely, and I think it's interesting. We've got a nice strong lineup for this round. This is being. I think that we're watching match 2 today. Last week we watched the match 1. So I think it's going to be interesting seeing the players from match 2 going at it. So the teams that we've got in today is we've got Gun, we've got BKB, we've got Resurrection, we've got the players from SS Lost Legion, we've got Zamga Rays in there as well, Phoenix Aura, Noble Esports. Then we've got teams like the Safe Crimson players in as well. We've got Blink, we've got Destiny, Dipping Squad. Quite a few teams. I think we're sitting on, I think that's about 12 teams, 12, 13 teams in the lobby?
Yeah, 13 teams. And I see Phoenix is here again. As we know it, they took it the last round. Last week, they were the winners for the 3 matches.
Well, and also now the flight path that we can see on the map there, as you can see, it is taking us from Severny. That is also sometimes one of Ikasi's favorites, and I know they are playing in the other match. So the flight path, they're taking us from Severny and heading, of course, straight down over towards military base. So definitely crossing some of the places where we know, some of these teams really like to go. Quarry this time seems a bit far away, so it's going to be interesting to see where Gun is going to go to. Do they have an alternative spot that they'd like or prefer to jump to?
I don't know. That's a good question. I saw SS just jumping out there. Not sure which direction they're going to go. They'll probably grab a vehicle and maybe move over to Georgia Pool. We know they kind of like that Georgia North. I see Team 13 going over there to Yasnaya.
Yeah, that's the guys from the Zamga Rays. And we also saw the Dipping Squad also now moving up. It looks like they're heading up in the direction there of maybe Prison or even Mansion. We've got BKB. Off they go, heading to their usual place. No surprise there whatsoever. Resurrection. Ooh, there we go. Okay, so Gun, of course, now dropping out over military base, and they're now going to move over towards the Nova crates. Blink following them in the same direction there.
Okay, so we're going to they've got 2 squads going towards Nova, as you said. Who's that now? It's Team 9. It's Blink and Gun.
Yes, Blink and Gun. And we've got Resurrection moving straight into the military base. We've got the players from Phoenix. It seems like they're heading over into Malta. Then, of course, the players there from, I think that is the Liberators, yes. So the Liberators touching down close to Shelter. And then, of course, the team there from Dipping Squad, as I mentioned before. Okay, so it seems like they're heading over towards Prison. They're pretty much in that area. BKB also now, as I mentioned before, touching down right there in the military base. And then, of course, Rays up in Yasnaya.
Yeah, I expected BKB to go for Pubg. pretty much always go for Pachinki.
Mm.
I don't expect a lot of early action. The only early action we can expect there down at Novo. Otherwise, people's just going to loot up now. Not expecting too much action in the early game now.
Yeah, and also we're sitting this round. You're sitting with the 10 teams in the lobby, so a few of the teams they're not showing up for this first round. But I mean, it's no biggie. We're gonna still get the top 8 from both lobbies. Making their way across, heading up into our second round, where we're gonna have that best of 3 to see who takes the chicken dinner for the day. Who's going to get it? Here we are now with the players there from Blink making their way around. We've got Quickscope, Superior, and Mercury there for the Blink team.
Quickscope running there with the M16 burst. A lot of mixed emotions about this gun. My personal opinion on the gun is it's a highly underrated, dangerous gun. If you put that thing on single tap, it's one of the most dangerous DMRs. Even on the burst, I've had quite a bit of close encounters using that gun, and it really causes a lot of damage.
No, definitely. And as you can see, also Gun right there with him as well. So I think you were right when you said that we're going to see a little bit of early game action, over in the Nova crates. And now just waiting for Slim to maybe start making his rotation up, over towards Quickscope, because we got Mercury right over here. He's pretty much positioned in the center between the Superior and Quickscope. He's not kind of like got that middle angle covered in a sense. And Superior, of course, not getting ready to move up in that direction as well.
Yeah, I think as soon as these guys are happy with their loot, one of them, I'm pretty sure, will make a move towards the other team and start that early engagement we just talked about.
Yeah, no, and it's like we've seen Gun before as well. They are pretty good in defending their position over in Nova. They jump Nova on a regular basis, so they know all the moves or the angles to get. You can see Slim already. He's up on the roof, just waiting for someone to move up into his crosshairs so that he can start firing away. Raking in those kills. And I mean, he's just there patiently waiting, not moving too much. I think he's happy with his loot so far.
Yeah, I don't think he wants to move too much right now. He's a little bit isolated from the rest of the gang. If you look at the opponents, that's all pretty much close to each other. So I think Slim's going to keep his distance here, wait for his guys to round up and join him before he takes that engagement.
Yeah, but you can definitely see he's busy scouting out there. We've got Pyro now moving up as well. Mercury also holding up in that window, trying to get an angle. And Quickscope up, there we go. So Slim already tapping away that first shot. Mercury peeking the window. And of course, getting hit. We can see him now just moving up. Superior, of course, now circling around over to Quickscope there. And just a reminder of the schedule that you can see. So we're busy with the round 1 now. Next up, we're going straight into our final round. Well, the first round of the finals, of course, being round 2.
Okay, but all the teams pretty much rounding up now. We're gonna see some action any second now.
As you can see, Gun also moving up. We've got 2 players now. There we go. Risk and Nerf now flanking up the side, trying to get that angle on Mercury there because he's all alone.
Oh yeah, if they're gonna push that house, they can take out Mercury without any high risk. And yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see how they play this out.
Yeah. No, definitely, and it's like so, and I like the 2-2 split that they've got going on over here. It's difficult when you've got 3 players like we've got on the Blink side, because you can't really do much of a split. Seeing as if 2 players move off, 1 player is kind of left, to his own vices right there. But Mercury is not scared to defend.
Yeah, I kind of like the way Gun is approaching this. It's not a lot of teams that takes that risk, dividing the team into 2, but it often does pay off. If it does, it does pay off.
Yeah, and it also depends on who you're going up against. I mean, some teams anticipate, a 2-2 split or 3-1 split, and they kind of prepare themselves for that. How to handle that fight if it happens. Should they encounter someone that does that split or tries to pull that move on them so that they can defend and make their own position count in their favor instead of, being surprised by, the angles that the opposing team moves in on.
Correct. It kind of seems like Mercury's anticipating this move from Gun. I'm not sure if he's going for a kind of a flank or if he's backing off to get maybe a vehicle or something. Oh, and there goes Gun Slim.
What a hit. So Superior getting knocked out and then Quickscope putting a quick hit in there on Slim. He's, of course, now trying to get that first in. You can see Slim, of course, now moving up, Pyro moving up for the rest. Now that changes everything because, now the team is moving in and now they got to start covering angles. Mercury, it seems like he's definitely trying to, like you said, anticipate the rotation, the flank from Gun, trying to move up on the side. But of course, now that knock that we just saw changes everything.
Yeah, these guys gonna have to play careful because I see they're only three-man squad. Gun has already got that res on. Who was that? Slim that was knocked out. So they got this, and looks like they're gonna push up on this now.
Yeah, and there we go, moving in like I want to say like like a pack of hyenas moving in. Hyenas not being the right term, but I mean, oh, dude, they just move in and just take them out. There we go. Nerf moving up, takes out Superior. Now we've got Mercury left. Now let's see, is Mercury gonna push or try and find a boat at the back, try and move up to safety because they are in zone. So it's not like they have to, think of a new rotation. They are safe at the moment with blue zone closing in, but it does definitely seem like Mercury is trying to make a run for it, trying to find a boat, but I don't see anything there at the moment.
Yeah, he's got a tough one now. Obviously, Gun is going to go at this very aggressively. Mercury not standing much of a chance. He's probably going to go and maybe use that little reach line around the water and try and escape this engagement.
Yeah, well, either that or let's hope that he gives us a clutch play. I mean, I'm always one for clutch play.
Oh, anything is possible.
Clutch.
Anything is possible. We've seen it happen so many times. One guy surprising us, taking out, especially in that circumstance where another squad comes in with so much aggression, and it often leads to reckless play. And if the opponent keeps his composure and just play it by the book, it's very possible to take down a whole squad.
Yeah, yeah. And of course, like we saw the map there just for a quick second. We've got a drop coming down on Phoenix. So they obviously found a flare, shot it, getting some loot going on there. And Mercury now making his way still, trying to escape the push there from Gun, trying to get up because you want the placement. You want to make it into the second round. And going out early is not particularly ideal. Here we've got the guys from Phoenix just busy looting up. Oh, that wasn't a flare drop. I'm sorry. That was just a normal, regular airdrop. But Phoenix now equipping themselves there with a few, high end or high tier weapons, getting ready for the fight, putting themselves in a pretty good position to try and move up further as the game progresses on. And
as we predicted, there wasn't a lot of engagement right off the bat. We had that one engagement that we did predict that's going to happen. Otherwise, everyone should be pretty looted up now, and we should start seeing people moving towards each other. We see Guns here. They found Mercury. Mercury tried to get away, but Guns has sniffed him out, and they're right on top. They know where he is.
Oh, there we go. Yes, shots flying straight up from Nerf. And Nerf, I'd call him, I'd almost say, like, so I don't really go, I'm not really going too much against what I said earlier about the hyena part because they are relentless. And I feel kind of the same here for Gun. If they spot you and they see the opportunity, I mean, they're going to hunt you down. There we go. Nerf going just like I said, moves in, absolutely relentless. And he does not let you escape. You can try.
You can try. Yeah, we expect the aggressive play there from Gun. They want that another point on the board, securing their spot in the final 3 rounds.
Yeah, and I mean, there we had the players now from Blink getting taken out early on in the game, and it's unfortunate, but it's one of those things. That's the beauty of the battle royale. It is that it is so unpredictable. You never know where you're gonna place. And our gun is being a little bit well, let's say, I want to say brave because they taking on this 3-wheel of death. I don't like this vehicle all that much. I mean, the hand. moving up as well. And you can see Beast and Supreme, they're like, okay, I think we need to change a little bit. But boy, Yuri getting that hit in the drive-by. I mean, getting those hits, that's not easy to get because there's the recoil and the timing, and the movement and all that stuff. And it looks like, there we go. So Optic is now back up and at it. So they are now down to 3 players. Coco, of course, getting taken out a few moments ago.
Okay, they're going back to cover. It looked like, who was that? Yuri Boyka that went out kind of with a flank test, maybe trying to get some high ground. If they go inside this house on the second level, they should have gotten high ground. But the opponents who moved out also going for some cover.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm laughing because that was funny. Did you see that? So we had the player there in slot 1 driving past in the vehicle, and then of course he gets hit as he's driving straight past. He's of course a player from TLRSA, the players over in slot 13. I think he just didn't manage to get into his slot on time. But of course, driving past and in driving right in between the two teams here, they just clothesline him as he goes, and he just gets left behind. It's like, no, you're not going anywhere, and that's amazing. I mean, yeah, absolutely amazing.
Don't think he expected that one, eh?
Yeah, no, that's a bit unfortunate, having that happen. But I mean, there we've got the blue zone now also moving in, so it's going to be interesting to see what the players are going to do. Will we see Rays rotating out? Yep, there we go. So they're getting ready to move. We've got Optic already making the first push for zone. And Phoenix, of course, now moving in. Inspector, as his name implies, moving up, inspecting, as you can see there. There we go. He approves of what's happening and, sends off a quick head over towards Rays.
Yeah, Phoenix left alone outside in the cold in the blue. I'm not sure if they got a vehicle yet.
Yeah, no, I think we just saw them with a buggy. But fortunately for them, it's not Monday, so it's not a blue Monday. It's Friday, so they'll make it, and they've got a few vehicles available to rotate up into zone. We're currently sitting now on 8 teams, 31 players still alive, and I think these the next few zones are going to be quite interesting. There we got the players, of course, now from the Liberators, tapping off a few heads straight over towards the players there. That was the team from Dipping Squad that we had just moving up over the hill, as you can see on the screen there. Ooh.
Yes,
Phoenix.
Just before we moved over here, I actually realized that Phoenix had some trouble there with the zone. And I see on the kill feed, yeah, indeed. That zone charged so quick. I can't believe that it charged that quick, judging by the size of the zone.
Yeah, and that's insane because, I mean, we saw them there just a few moments ago, and now they're all back in the lobby, waiting for, I don't know, something. But they went out in 8th place at least.
I'm shocked. I can't believe that zone charting that quick.
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird, and this is a different perspective than what we were just looking at. BKB, of course, now focusing their attention over to the players there from, the Stealth Squad, Lost Legion 2.0. Just off in the distance there, moving up in their UAZ. Oh, there we go. Resurrection also right there with him. That's a tricky spot to be.
Yeah, BKB haven't had any kills yet. Well, obviously, wasn't a lot of engagement as yet. Zyrax getting a couple of long bolt action shots there on. I think it was Res Panic. No, it wasn't Res Panic.
Yeah, I think that was the dipping. That was either the Dipping Squad. Oh, we just saw the Dipping Squad. There we go. So that is Deity and Panic right up ahead. You got Deity, of course, not just getting rezzed up. I mean, if you give Zyrax any gun with ammo, oh man, that's tough.
But particularly with bolt actions, I think quite a lot of games with Zyrax, and if we pick up a bolt action in an 8-time scope, you give it to Zyrax, no questions asked. He's good with a sniper in hand.
Yeah, if I ever have to go up against him, I'll just hope and pray that he's only got a crowbar. And then we've got Flacco, of course, now just chilling, outside, all casual, and he's just tapping off shots, liberating the Liberators there. Sending them back to the lobby. The Liberators, of course, you can see now moving up. They've got a knock, trying to get the res in, shots flying up. Fortunately for them, they've got a bit of a hill in the way. That little bit of a cliff face.
Yeah, they've got a pretty good reach they're playing there. Surprised to see, and not a lot of people enjoy their DMR on this level of gameplay. And Flacco, I've seen plenty of times. He enjoys the DMR, and he's pretty handy with him.
Yeah. But I mean, so just looking at his outfit, you'll see that his shoes are called up. That's because he's prone to go prone at times. You've seen him spectating him a few times, but he's pretty good at doing that transition just at the right time. Especially when in a fight, doing a quick drop shot or something of the sort. Really
Correct.
utilizing the controls and the weapons. Trying to get the best out of it. And here again, we've got Zyrax now moving up with that M24 with the scope. Oh man. I'm just so glad I'm sitting over here and I'm not the ones in front there. So glad. Happy.
But if I had to be in that position, I'll probably drop all my loot, take out my pen, and jump up and down and hope for the best.
Yeah, and of course the players there now from the Liberators, Team A, getting shots flying over towards them. Gunnar pushing up on Resurrection. There we go. We got a nice few hits. Resurrection not dead yet, but they are quite damaged. That Uzi ripping up into the players, it's a bit tricky. And of course, the Liberators now, as we mentioned, they have this nice little cliff face there in front of them, providing some nice hard cover for them to hide behind.
And here we see the drop coming down with that monster of a squad killing machine, the M249. We'll be interested to see if anyone goes for this.
But that's funny now because they give you the drop. Oh, there we go. BKB now pushing up right on SS. Shots coming in. Who's going to make it? We've got Sela. Is it Sela? Yes. Sela. No, am I seeing it correctly? Wow, that guy. No, it's Snakebite. Yeah. Oh, there's Snake. Sela just got knocked. Down they go. Down they go.
Oh, Zeus got thirsted. Zeus got thirsted in that little bit of engagement there. Unfortunate for them. They did so well. Yeah. Unfortunately, Zeus got thirsted in the process.
Yeah, but also now we saw the players there from Resurrection moving up. Here they come, moving up towards the team there from BKB. Now it would be an opportune moment for them to push in and get those hits going. All the teams, in fact, now pushing up in towards zone. We're in the final few zone. 6 teams, 20 players remaining. We got Resurrection, we got Raze. We got BKB holding up in the compound. Let's see. Maybe we might get an interesting push there from Resurrection as they try and push up.
This is where crazy action comes, as we know it. BKB with a pretty good position there in that squad house they've got there. It's all going to come down again to the zone. Whether they can keep that squad house and how long they can keep it before zone forces them into the open. Yeah,
now of course, Gun now pushing up further north. And they're moving right into 2 other teams. Oh, there we go. So we got a few shots now there. Dipping squad getting hit, but also getting a few hits across over to the players there, of course, now from the Liberators that we've got with them. So if Gun plays this well, they can move up, third party the whatever out of it, and get in, a nice few kills. They're already sitting on 4 kills there.
Yeah, they're doing pretty well. A lot of action going on today. Pretty much not in between, but we've got 3 squads like right on top of each other. It's going to get tricky here now.
Yeah, and I mean, as you can see, 6 teams left, 18 players. So the numbers are dropping down. The players there from the Dipping squad getting a quick hit there on Risk. Nerf and Slim now moving in. It's good to see the 2 of them moving up, almost simultaneously, because that puts up quite a wall. If one gets hit, the other one will hit you. It's almost like that. There we go. Exactly what I was referring to. Just like that. Down they go. Oh man. Yeah, dude, that is insane. We've got Resurrection and BKB now on the outside of zone. So it's interesting to see the zone because they have to move up. And it seems like the zone is down in that ditch. So there's almost no cover there. A few trees and rocks.
There's only a few trees, you're right. Hoping that the guys are carrying a lot of smokes. As I know, BKB, they do carry a lot of smokes in scrims. I'm not sure if they're going to use that same tactic in this game now.
Yeah. And then we've got the Liberators now trying to push, just tighten the grip there on Gun. But Gun is not backing off. Even Slim, he's going to give you all your days. You can try and
I'm
push.
really surprised to see how well Gun plays. Because to be honest, for the last few minutes, I'm just waiting for them to get taken out. Because
Yeah.
every time you look, one of their guys get knocked. It kind of looks like they're on the back foot, but as you look away, they push again and they do something crazy.
Yeah, and they're like they just took out the players there from the Liberators. Now we've got 4 teams left. So that's Gun, BKB, Raze, and of course the players from Resurrection. So those are our 4 teams. It's a what an interesting finish. We got Zyrax sending off a few grins. You got Deity getting those hits in on Gun. Oh, but it all
Oh, and
depends
Flacco just
on
got hit there
angles.
by a Molotov.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
yeah, oh yeah, definitely. This is all about angles in the circle.
Especially the teams they're going up against now. There we got Supreme getting hit by that Gren from from BKB. So we got Flacco and Zyrax pushing up on Nerf and Slim. You know, this is again. I'm so happy I'm not there. Down goes Nerf, Slim. Let's see, will he get the res in? What's going to happen? We got Raze also now trying to push up. Optic heading up that hill. Gets knocked out in the process. The Resurrection really using their position to their advantage.
I don't even want to call it third party anymore because everyone's shooting everyone right now. I can't
Yeah.
even focus what's going on in this game right now.
But there we got Gun just getting taken out now. Beast moving up, Optic bleeding out slowly but surely. But Beast doesn't have much meds left. His armor is also quite damaged. The helmet is nearly done. 1 or 2 hits, then he's got then he's a helmetless. Vest is about halfway damaged. Resurrection full 3 players moving up. I mean, they might get the finish.
I believe they've got a good possibility here. Resurrection all look very healthy at this point. They've got good position. They've got overlook over BKB and it's only them and BKB left now. And Flacco's the only one standing for BKB.
Oh.
This is going to be a tough one for them. Will he be able to get that revive before these guys push up and not get hit by a grenade in the process?
No, it's going to be interesting finish, and I think it might be Deity pushing up. Oh, there we go. Yes, Deity gets the head. Well done, Resurrection, getting the chicken dinner. BKB, of course, finishing off in 2nd place. We got Raze finishing in 3rd. Gun there in 4th place. Then we got the Liberators over in 5th place. The Dipping Squad in 6th. You got the players there from the SS Lost Legion taking 7th place. We got Phoenix in 8th. This, of course, the player in 9th is the one there from TLRSA. The remainder of your squad they were supposed to be in slot 17, and then of course we got the players from Blink going back to the lobby first. That's a bit of a tough one.
What a game it was indeed. That last circle was so hectic. BKB once again pinned in the middle of everything, not being able to get out of that position. Resurrection coming in at good zone, good position. Overall, good position they had. Having the overlook over BKB. We called it before it happened. Well played there by Resurrection.
No, but I mean, well played to all the teams. I mean, they put up a pretty good show at the points where they were busy fighting it out. It's not like, we saw a lot of static or, passive play happening. The players were actually going at it. They were fighting. And I'm very pleased to see that, because that to me, honestly, there's nothing more annoying in a sense. If you see teams that can play and they play the passive game, they don't push, they don't move, and at least we saw them all the teams in this round performing well.
Yeah, well, we had a slow start, everyone looting up. Obviously, not a lot of early engagements because the people were quite spread out. But as soon as the action started, it didn't stop. It just went on and on and on.
Yeah. And of course, now the top 8 teams from the lobby that we had now moving over into our final one, our first round there for the finals. So the next one up, we're going to have the best out of 3. So this first one was the best of 1. Next up, we've got our best of 3 happening. So that would be final 1, 2, and 3. Each of them, of course, also on the rear angle map, and each one starting on the hour.
I cannot wait for this next few games. It's going to be amazing.
Yeah, no, it's definitely going to be interesting. And I'm curious to see who the other 8 teams are moving up from the other match that was happening now at the same time. Seeing who the contenders are going to be for the next one.
Yeah, well, like we said, we've got a couple of really strong squads in here already. Curious to see. We know about of a couple of names that we know will be joining, and just thinking of those names, this lobby is going to be extremely tough.
Yeah, no, definitely. And I think it's really going to be interesting to see, what's going to happen, how they're going to end up, where they're going to place, and at the end, who's going to be the teams, getting the chicken dinner. I can't really say that there'll be one particular team that I think that's going to dominate all the way across, because it's tough competition. It's tough competition.
At this level, you cannot really put your money on one team. It's just impossible. It all comes down to who's got a better position, who's got a better loot. It's all circumstantial. At the end of the day, it comes down to luck or bad luck. And the first team to make a mistake usually is the team that's going to lose it.
Yeah, and sometimes that mistake is just pushing the reload button at the wrong time.
Exactly. It really comes down to that detail.
Yeah, no, but I'm really looking forward to seeing what we're going to have in the next round. So on that note, let's get into the break. While we wait for the next round to start, that one will of course be starting on the hour, and then we can see who the other teams are that we have, joining up for our round 2. But there you go, guys. We'll see you all back in a few minutes. Come back on the hour when we get right back into our second round. Thank you so much for watching.
Check you guys later.
What's up, guys? Welcome back. Here we go, getting straight into our round 2. We're going to kick it off with our first game for our best out of 3 right here on the Erangel map. As you can see, the schedule has also been updated a little bit, just ever so slightly. But I think it's going to be an interesting roundup we're going to have this next one. Sorry, Wally.
Yeah, as we discussed, a couple of lucky teams joining the action here. We've got the Inkosi Esports joining in. We've got Tears of Chaos. We've got the Silent Mercs that also joined us on this one. A couple of big names. It's going to be fun watching.
Yeah, and we've got a few other teams also joining up. So we've got 10 teams from our first match, the one that we were commentating on. And of course, now we've got 9 teams joining us from the other match. I think that was match 1. Yes. So we've got Vibrant joining us. We've got the Immortals, the Silent Mercs, as you mentioned. We've got Triad. We've got Effects coming in. Inkosi Esports also joining in. We've got the Devils. We've got Alias Unknown, Tears of Chaos, as well as Conspiracy. So this is going to be a very interesting matchup. I think we've got 19 teams now. As you can see, there is the lineup with the teams. You can see Resurrection. We've got Buskill Bros. We've got Zamga Rays. We've got Gun over there in slot 8, our 4th team. Then, of course, we've got the players from the Liberators in slot 9. Dipping Squad in 10. Lost Legion 2.0 over in slot 11. We've got Phoenix Aura over in slot 12. Then, of course, Blink in slot 13. We've got Vibrant coming in slot 14 there. The Immortals in 15. We've got the Silent Mercs Goose Company joining us up in slot 16 there. So, we've got a few other teams there. We've got the players from Triad over in slot 17. We've got Effects over in 18. Inkosi joining us in slot 19. The Devils over there in slot 20. So just to show you the players that we have registered for these teams, of course. And then you got the players there from Alias Unknown over in slot 21. Tears of Chaos over in slot 22. And, of course, to Conspiracy over in slot 23. So I think this is going to make for a very interesting lineup. There's some names on there that we've seen several times before. And, yeah, here we go, getting ready to jump straight up into the game.
Look at all those teams jumping early there. We've got Rez going over there to military base. I'm expecting a couple of teams dropping straight down to Novo. See what happens here. Yeah,
and I mean we've like you mentioned now, Gun getting straight back over to their Nova crates. It's like it's their spot, We're probably going to see BKB heading over towards Pachinki once again. It's not 100% guaranteed, but I mean the likelihood of that happening is pretty good. I mean you've got Resurrection and the players, of course, there from the Immortals, heading straight up into the military base. So there's going to be a fight, an early fight.
Looking now, the flight path is pretty much similar to the first one. The only difference is it's going in a different direction. So probably most of people will probably choose their favorite spots as per usual.
Yeah. And we've got the players there from the Stealth Squad, the Lost Legion heading off. And now we're jumping straight up into the teams over here in the military base. You can see Resurrection, making their move up, heading straight over, keeping an eye rather over on the players there from the Immortals.
I don't know if I looked at, but it looks like they already had a knock there on, I think it was Immortals. Where did I see that now?
Yeah, Wally, I think it was Wally that just got taken out.
I saw something.
Yep, there we go. Wally is out. Wally is down. He's down and out. Already being sent back to the lobby.
That was some quick action.
Yeah. And now also we've got the players there from the Silent Mercs engaging with the teams as well, as you can see in the kill feed. Silent Mercs in the shell, and the players there from the Stealth Squad I almost said shell shock.
Race Panic already going there for the tower. A risky position to be in, depending on what weapon you have, because you kind of expose yourself to the whole military base if you go up that tower and not knowing what you're doing. Then we've got Berserk. He's pushing up on the left-hand side. It kind of looks like they're trying to close up the Immortals there.
Yeah, and we over here with the guys from Conspiracy and the team from Raze. So they're of course over in Yasnaya, and this is going to be a tough one for the guys there from Conspiracy. I mean, the Raze team is also not one to take lightly. I mean, they're definitely going to try and push up. We also have the Silent Mercs. So you got 3 squads right here in Yasnaya.
Yeah, as you said, Conspiracy in a very, very tight spot. They're pinned in between 2 strong teams there. They're gonna have to, I don't know, they're gonna have to pull out the Joker card or something. It won't be easy getting out of this one alive.
Yeah, but you never know. I mean, maybe the odds are in their favor, and they get a few hits in. I mean, they're not down yet. They've got 1 player knocked now. Static getting knocked. Another one getting knocked as well. That is Marate. Supreme and Raze now pushing up hard onto these teams.
Yeah, Raze pushing up. I'm trying to see who's that team 16 you said was
that's the Silent Mercs. Yeah. And there we go. The players from Conspiracy getting sent back to the lobby. The Raze team just ripping straight through them. But of course now the team there from the Silent Mercs, the Goose Company, they're not too far away. You can see them spreading out over, on the mini map there. You can see, we've got 1 player heading up north, 1 on the south, and of course the 2 other players then on the east and on the eastern side. Just trying to figure out where this fight actually happened.
The Silent Mercs dangerously spread out. If one of those 2 that's on either side of the Race team gets spotted, they're gonna have problems there.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure, they've got their comms set up in such a way that if one of them, gets an angle on some of the teams, that they're definitely going to, move up into that position and send in some, reinforcements to help cover the angles. You can see Raze also now, the Coco is already scouting it out up on the roof there. Moving up now over into the apartments and having a quick look at the map. You can see we've got quite a nice balance with the teams. All over the place. We've got the Alias Unknown team, of course, over there in Rozok. We've got the players there from the Liberators just on the northern side of the shoreline. So yeah, there's quite a few fights going to be on this map, I must say.
Oh, I'm glad to see SM Uncle pulling back to his team. I was kind of concerned there for him. He was all on his lonesome, so far away from his team, but he's reunited with his team, and they got a pretty good position. Having that, what is the hospital building? If you have that hospital building, you've got a great overlook over the guys, and usually gives you a huge advantage over the opponents.
But it also depends on how good you are at defending your spot. Oh,
correct, definitely.
I mean, you can have the best location, but if you can't defend it properly, it's of no use to you whatsoever. So I think this is going to be a good test for the Silent Mercs, seeing, will they be able to hold the position? But it also looks like they're getting ready to mobilize and move out. Raze now sweeping through the compounds, making sure to check whether they can find someone. They're clearing it up building by building as they progress through, heading off to the eastern side.
Yeah, I'm sure the Silent Mercs, they don't have much looting ground left. So once they're done there by hospital, they're probably going to start moving out, looking for a vehicle and heading towards a safe spot there.
Yeah, no, it's just something to see. But now, of course, we've got the players over here, the team there from Dipping Squad, also now pushing up and they're moving in right on the Silent Mercs. Got pursued. We've got a little bit of a PUBG Most Wanted happening over here.
Oh, they're going to get a bit of a surprise once they drive up to the rest of that team. And obviously we're going to have a race, and they might just third party this.
Yeah. But it's an interesting strat that we saw there from Clay now, because he saw this team, they were chasing him, right? So he was just circling around the compound that the remainder of his squad is in. Drawing fire to the players so that their vehicle, as you can see now, can get, severely damaged and it's burning.
Well played there by Call of Clay. I must say, luckily for these guys, they managed to just get out of there. Rise pushing up now towards the Silent Mercs.
Yeah. But that also now, with Clay now doing his, playing Ringer Rosies around there, it also gave the players from Raze now the opportunity to move up, to creep in a little bit closer and move up onto the position of the Silent Mercs.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, the attention was definitely off the Raze guys there, and they definitely took it to their advantage to move up closer here. Let's see what I can do with it.
Yeah, because we've got Uncle and who is the other one? I think it's Murder up on the roof here with him. We've got Clay that's knocked out, so it seems like, we've got one of the team members moving up. Oh, there we go. Clay getting thirsted. We got Supreme now getting ready. This is something I see a lot. People like to do, AK with Iron Sight.
Oh, yeah. I personally love the AK with Iron Sight.
I don't know. For me, it's not a thing, but here comes Supreme moving up, putting his AK to use. Ripping right into Keith there, and of course we got Clay. What an ambush! Well done. What a move. That was pretty well done. We got Optic, of course, now moving in as well. Let's see, will Optic get the hit in? Yep, and he does.
Well, Coco is down now. Will these guys be able to get to him in time?
Well, it depends on how Uncle is going to play it. If he uses his position there, his overview that he's gone, he can pretty well get, the squad wipe on the team there from Raze. But it all depends. Once again, it depends on luck and positioning.
Yeah, Raze pretty much spread out here. Obviously, two guys still up and alive. Beast going there for the revive. What I wanted to say, they spread out, covering all angles, but it also puts some risk factor into the game. If he gets knocked, Uncle will most certainly go for that thirst.
Yeah, but this would have been the opportune moment for a grenade to be sent across.
Definitely.
Either from Uncle down over to Beast and Coco, or one, of course, flying up. From I forgot the name there now. Who is the other player that we had from Raze? I think it was
Coco, Beast, and Optic. I think it was.
Yeah, I think it was Optic. But if he had sent one up onto the roof, it would also have been a pretty good fight. Here we've got one now between Phoenix and the players, of course, they're now from Vibrant Gaming. So we've also seen quite a few fights between them. Let's see, Will Sino now make the push? Because he is rotating up, heading straight over towards Yuri. Oh, nearly gets the hit of the knock.
Taken out there. Yes, they were in such a tight position. They're well played there by the other team.
No, it would have been amazing to see, like, had he gotten the knock just by crashing into that vehicle, that would have been a funny one. But you got Alias Unknown, of course, now up on the Rozak hill as well. So they have also now just, third partying over towards Vibrant. So that's also not a bad spot.
Luffy getting that revive like on the last split second. Luckily, he did get the revive there on Sino, I believe it was.
Yeah. I mean, Alias Unknown, as you can see now, moving up a little bit more. And we've got Inkosi over in Rozak. So once again, three teams fairly close together. And it's going to be interesting to see whether or not the team from Alias Unknown will start moving up. You can already see a few hits now flying up from Inkosi straight over towards Alias Unknown. Vibrant now just trying to sort everything out. But Sully, Bait, Nova, and Grim, they are also pretty relentless.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. I'm not sure if they got their eyes on Vibrant Gaming just yet. Luckily for Vibrant, for the time being, they still fighting there against the team there on top of the hill. Who did you say that was?
So the one there on top of the hill, that's the team from Alias Unknown. Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah, so fortunately for Vibrant, Alias Unknown is distracting the players there from Inkosi. But Alias, of course, now getting ready to rotate. Off they go, trying to reposition. But I don't think they know they've probably spotted the players from Vibrant, but it'd be interesting to see where Vibrant decides to move to. Are they going to push up into Rozak, move up into school? Where are they going to go?
I reckon they're going to go for a bit of safe ground. I think that excitement might have been just a little bit more than what they anticipated for.
And here, of course, now we've got the players from the Devils. Oh, they're pushing in right on the team there from Tride. You can really see a few knocks going on. We've got Goku, Dross, and Griff. Ozone, of course, getting knocked out. And BKB just north of them.
trying to spot BKB. I can't really see where they position. Oh, now I can see. They're just on the other side of Watered Down. Not a very favorable position. Not a position, I'd say, but a location to be in this Watered Down. It's a huge obstacle moving in around this water in between the buildings.
Yeah, it does put you in a vulnerable position. But I mean, well done to the players there from Triad, taking out the team from Devils. And you got a few more teams moving up now. We've got the players there, of course, now from Blink, just flying past Vibrant. You can see the shots going off from Vibrant's side. And of course, we've got the Immortals just to the south of the players there now, the ones from Blink. So it's going to be interesting because we've got two teams just west of Rozok moving in, BKB being one of those two, heading up in towards zone. Let's see, will Inkosi and the team there from Alias Unknown be able to defend their position? I think it's going to be interesting one to see.
Well, it looks like Inkosi Esports moving out from Rozok. We still got Alias Unknown that took that heal. I'm not sure if they're still there, but BKB also moving in there. But I do expect another fight coming in here at Rozok now.
No, definitely. I really think it's going to happen. But of course, we've got a few more players. The ones we saw just a few moments ago. Blink holding up in the compound, tapping away now at the players from from Inkosi. Grim. Yeah, tapping away at Inkosi as they try to move up. I'm watching Grim, and now I'm calling the whole team Grim. But yeah, I mean, sorry, go ahead.
No. Just loving the way Inkosi moves out and around with 3 vehicles. It's just something different to see. See, they trying to open some shots there on the Stealth Squad. It is.
Yeah. Stealth Squad, of course, now all moving up into the building. We got Liquid. They're trying to find an angle on Grim, and the remainder of Inkosi now out in the open. And you can see, so they've got, I think that is, we got Grim. So that's Insidious and Liquid holding up in the one side of the compound. And then, of course, we've got 2 other players, just off to the side there. That being, I think, Enigma and Snakebite. I might be wrong, but it does look like, yeah. So I got it right.
Just saw Liquid there running his DP. That's probably one of his favorite guns. He enjoys that DP. Something interesting I saw there with Inkosi Grim. Running with a UMP, it's not something I see often. I personally don't like the UMP at all, especially not at longer range. I see he's got it equipped there with a 4-time scope. Yeah.
Well, I think it depends. I think that's probably his CQC weapon, his short range. And of course now got the M4 there with the 3 scope equipped. I personally like a 3 scope on M4 because you get pretty nice recoil control with it. It's not too bouncy. You can do quite a bit of damage with that, and I think he's kind of using it now. And up comes Enigma, of course, now with his M24 there. You can see him dialed in on the team there from, Inkosi just off over to the side. And up comes the team now from Dripping Squad moving in. And we also have the players there from Tears of Chaos. So everyone are starting to move in bit by bit. This is going to be a tough one.
Yeah, I'm quite interested to see what the circle looks like around about now. Well, I see a little bit of the circle showing there now. This is where the game's going to play out. And seeing all the teams moving in towards the side. We've got Inkosi Esports with a pretty good position there inside the compound. Who's this now? TOC on top of the
Dipping squad, yeah. There we go. Shots, first few hits going. It is absolute carnage now. Shots going off all over the place. Emperor is now the last one left. Let's see, will Tears of Chaos get that final hit in on Emperor, or will Emperor be the one getting that final hit in? Oh, he's getting third party now by Lost Legion. Wow, that is a tough one. Wow.
Okay, the Tears of Chaos, it seems like they want to get those revives out first before they start attacking again. Not a bad move though, but at the same time, they're giving the opponents also that extra time to get the revives and get beds. But looking at the health, the HP on the majority of the TOC clan, they were pretty low, so they have to take a breather, get those duels off, and start a new fight.
Yeah, and well done to Tears of Chaos there now for taking out the players there. The dipping squad. I said dripping squad. For the dipping squad. Well done. Well played there. Pushing up aggressively. We also see the players right in front of us there. BKB now pushing up on the team there from the Immortals. I think this is also going to be interesting one. Gun, of course, now busy looting up the drop. Ooh, we got Nerf already getting hit now by Resurrection. Wow.
Oh yes, I saw Gun running there. What's it? Risk. Running up to that airdrop, looking at that DBS and shaking his head. Said, "Nah, this is not going to work for me this round."
And we've got Vibrant now rotating up just to the south there of the players from Resurrection. We got Berserk, dropping his E and now getting ready to move in. Zyrax getting a hit on Sahil. Oh, those grains, when they start flying, it is absolute nightmare. Panic now. I think he was panicking a little bit there.
He must have panicked. Two of the Resurrection guys down now. That's going to get interesting. Not a lot of cover here. Once again, the zone not very forgiving, leaving so little cover.
And then we got the players from Vibrant, of course, now also tapping off a few shots, putting those hits across over into Resurrection. We got Panic down. Genesis and Berserk now seems to be the only two players left here for the Resurrection team. Deity, of course, getting thirsted. And Vibrant also getting hit. They're down to two players. Boyka getting raised up now in time. Sino now on the defense. Wow.
Sino really went on a rampage just to get that thirst. I caught him on the corner of my eye and saw, he's going to go for this thirst, and he went for it.
Now Sino getting hit by Genesis, but that's only the beginning. I don't know if it's the beginning of the end, but we'll see soon enough. Is it going to be the end for Vibrant Boost? Boyka's now the last one. Oh, no, sorry. Luffy is also still there, but Luffy is now tending to the wounded.
Yeah, but it's still in the start spot here. Zone just pushing that little bit of, just to get him out of the comfort zone, I could say. And that's kind of what forced him to approach Res Genesis, I believe, who knocked him out there.
Yeah, and we just saw the players from Triad getting claimed by the blue zone, so they didn't manage to rotate up in time. And then, of course, the players there from Alias Unknown getting hit by Blink. It's a tough one. I mean, that's, of course, happening a little bit further up towards the north of the map. But we over here with the players from Resurrection, and I'm pretty sure, it's tough to say who's going to win the fight between the players here from Vibrant and Resurrection, because it's going to be a tough one. It's really, really going to be a tough one. You can see them moving up. We've got Sino and Luffy on the one side, Berserk and Genesis on the other. It's a bit of a standoff.
They got a 2 versus 2, yeah, so it's a fair fight. May the best player win. We're still looking at the BKB there, almost behind the curtain, I'd say. I can't really say where exactly they are. I'm not sure where the Stealth Squad and Inkosi Esports is. I haven't seen anything helping up out there. As I say it, Nipa just got taken out there by Gun.
Yeah, Nerf getting those hits in, and there we got a little bit of a spread. Now you can see Gun down over in the compound, BKB just over towards the side there. So it's a tough spot, but I mean, Gun, if they play this safe, play this well, they can take out the whole squad there from Stealth Squad as they're trying to rotate up in towards zone. They are fairly exposed. There's not a lot of cover, and you can see just some of the other teams spread out just around them. We also have the players there from Inkosi now just over towards the west from Gunya, right up on the ridge.
Gun really can't ask for a better position. They're right in zone. They've got a compound. They've got a little perimeter wall they can use for cover, 360 cover basically. And they've got a team approaching them that needs to come into zone. If they play this well, they will definitely get that 4 kills on that squad. Which is the SS squad, is it?
Yeah, this is SS, and we just saw Resurrection getting that hit in on the not the Immortals, on Blink. So Blink getting sent back to the lobby. We're now down to 8, 25 players left, 24 as we speak. Black Diamond getting taken out there by Flacco. So Alias Unknown really getting ripped up. Zyrax putting that hit in. Crying Onion is down. The whole of Alias Unknown getting sent back to the lobby. 7 teams, 22 players. Man, this is going to be a tough one.
That is certainly going to be tough. When we left here with, I saw Inkosi Esports, we've got BKB, and we've got the SS squad, and we also got Gun on the other end. So this is a really top-notch fight going on here.
Yeah, and we've got the effects, the ones that we've got on screen now, busy watching them. You can see the team there from BKB just off in the distance. And I mean, the teams that we've got left, those aren't easy teams to go up against.
And the scary part is a team like Baskur Bros, who's got compound. You should rather, how can I say it? You don't want them to have the favor of the zone. you should probably hope that zone's going to push them in an uncomfortable position. Them having zone, a good position, and being the team they are, it's a dangerous combination. You want to stay out of that.
Yeah, and now with zone shifting up, BKB doesn't have to move a muscle. Zone moving up in their favor. Inkosi has to rotate in. We've got the players from Gun that have to rotate in. All the other teams aside from BKB now have to rotate in up into wood zone. And I mean, this is also in a sense a game of luck, and it was in BKB's favor. They're in an amazing position, got loads of cover all round.
Well, I've kind of give it to them because the previous game they had such difficult position in that final circle. I give it to them. They can show us now what they can do. They've got the zone in their side. They've got the position in the side. They've got hard cover. Everything is in their favor. Now it comes down to who's the best player. Will they be able to take the zone or not?
Yeah. And I mean, we got the players here from Effects now pushing up right behind Resurrection. Genesis getting sent back to the lobby. Berserk now being the last one left. But he's in a tough spot because BKB is also keeping an eye on him. Let's see. Will the players there from Effect make it? No, they didn't. Berserk really good at defending, his position there. Managing to take out the whole team. Inkosi getting blown up. What? Wow.
BKB right on top. Yeah, on Inkosi. I just saw that now.
We got Gun
was
and
in a
pushing
very tough position there. They had such a long way to get into zone, and they were right in the sight of BKB. Really not an easy task to go through.
Yeah, and we got Gun and now going up against BKB for the chicken dinner on this round. This is gonna be a bit of a fight. I mean, we've got a full squad for BKB, full squad for Gun. It's pretty much even odds that we've got going on over here.
Well, once again, it's going to come down to zone. If I was Gun, I would maybe just play it safe and see what the next zone does. All thumbs that it goes into their favor. If it doesn't, they've got a serious problem up their ends. But
also, so Gun, I've never seen them play, like playing it safe. You can see them, of course, now just flying up into wood zone, playing a bit of an aggressive match, trying it to catch the people, the teams that they're going up against, trying to catch them off guard, because sometimes, that is a pretty good tool to use, the surprise, that unpredictability. Sometimes it wins you a match.
Well, Gun, with an interesting split here, I think it's going to come down to, in a few seconds, we'll be able to see what the zone does, and that's going to determine who's going to have the upper hand in this fight.
Yeah, no, most definitely. We're going to see BKB holding up in the compound. We've got Gun on the outside. Two different sides, different types.
Look at that.
Oh, wow. Wow.
That's in the favor of BKB, and things aren't looking good for Gun right now at the moment. BKB once again, this is probably like the fourth circle they've got in their favor. I don't see how Gun will be able to fight this off.
Well, you never know. I mean, we'll just see how it goes. BKB just absolutely demolishing some of those players there. So we got Pyro, and of course Nerf, and one more. Who's that? Oh, it's Risk. So Risk, of course, now just getting raised up. Now they are scattered. BKB in zone once again. So Gun has to move up, and it's going to be a tough one. This is putting Gun straight out in the open, completely exposed.
If
they get the win on that, if they get the win on this round, then man, they are magicians.
Well, I'll still give it to Gun. Fighting and coming to where they are now. Okay, they're pushing up strong now. They're pushing up really strong.
Yeah. Oh, what a hit by Nerf.
Well done.
Turning the tables completely now on BKB. What? Wow, that is impressive. Con and Zyrax now the last two hopefuls left. Let's see, will they be able to get it? Up they come, pushing in. What? One more to go. Zyrax is now the last one. Oh, Zeus just getting raised up now. Up he comes. Oh, down Zeus. Let's see, is Zeus going to be able to get this? Gun now down to two players.
This is crazy. I can't believe what I just saw. I can't believe that Gun was able to turn the tables around like they did.
What a comeback.
Only one guy. There's only Zeus left on BKB's side.
What a comeback. That was insane. But that's what I said about the surprise, the unpredictability. Like, we sitting here thinking, okay, cool, whatever. And then they just turn the tables and attack.
Well, I'm
Wow.
taking my hat off to Gun. I really can't believe they were able to pull that off. We on BKB side, we only have Zeus up, and I'm not sure if he's gonna go for any rest. There on the rest of the
And it's
and
done.
that's it.
No, I can
I
tell you
believe.
now he's not going to get the res.
Well, how did? I'm
Yeah.
shocked. I can't believe
Yeah.
that Gun pulled that off. I had zero expectations that Gun would be able to pull that off. Hats off to them. Obviously hats off to BKB. Maybe they got overconfident. Maybe they should have played it differently. I don't know. They should be able to say. And yeah, next game they'll probably do better.
Well, let's say that was planned. That went. Let's say that went exactly as planned. I mean, and that was a beautiful play there by Gun, pushing up super aggressively, getting those hits in. And we know BKB is a team that can defend themselves, and they also play the aggressive match or the aggressive game, and they managed to defend themselves, but Gun just outlasting them a little bit there. Catching them on an angle that they weren't necessarily expecting it to happen from, and I mean, I honestly thought that Gun was going to take second place. I was just based on what we were seeing there. I thought BKB was going to get the chicken, and then Gun turned the tables completely, threw everything out the door, and just say like, "Hey, here we are. We are going to get this chicken dinner. Come hell or high water, it's ours." And they got it. Beautifully
DK,
done.
my tongue is hanging on my chest now in between all these hairs. I cannot believe what I just saw. As you said it, I can't say it better. You said Gun was outlasting BKB. I'm going to go as far as say they outplayed BKB. BKB had all the advantages they could get from the game. They had zone, they had everything. They just didn't finish off the way they should have. Hats off to Gun. Well done, well played. GG's, guys.
No, but I mean, hats off to all the teams. We've got a beautiful play there from BKB, beautiful plays from all of them. Resurrection. We just saw on screen now. Just going through the placement, seeing the kills. I mean, it was a pretty good match. We had action from the get go. It's awesome. It's awesome to watch, and having an ending like this. What a turn! What a turn!
Beautiful game. I don't expect anything less. We got what we came here for, and hoping that the next one is going to give us the same result.
Yeah, so of course we're heading up into the next one. That one should be starting at 10 minutes too, as you saw in the updated schedule there. But yeah, so we're getting ready to. I hope we have a repeat, kind of in a sense, in the second game. Have another match like that. But speaking of which, I think let's move over into the break, get ready for our second game, and yeah, we'll be back in a few minutes' time.
Catch you then.
What's up, guys? Welcome back. Here we go, getting straight into it, getting ready for our second game, of course. Man, I can't get over that previous match. That was absolutely insane. Absolutely insane.
I actually had to go make myself a bit of sugar water, just getting over that shock. Gun really amazed me. I couldn't believe what I saw.
Yeah. And I mean, on screen now, we've got the standings so far for our second round. So there we go. We've got BKB coming in. Well, they're currently sitting in first place with 30 points. We've got Gun there with 27 points in second place. We've got the players from Resurrection Undead with 19 points in third place. We've got Vibrant with 13 in fourth. Inkosi sitting in fifth. They're on 11 points, tied with, of course, the players from Effect. Well done to them. Also, Ray Zamgo also sitting on 11 points. So that's interesting. Three-team tie there, that being for fifth place. And then over in eighth place, we've got the players there from Alias Unknown, tied with Tears of Chaos for eighth. We've got Lost Legion coming in 10th place with 8 points. In 11th, we've got the players there from Blink with 7 points. Then, of course, we got Phoenix Aura there with 2 points. Interesting change there, going from 7 down to 2 points for Phoenix. We got the Mercs also on 2 points. And then we go down over to the Immortals. They're sitting with 1 point in 14th place. They don't have any kills yet. No kills.
It's crazy. He's just looking at Phoenix now. Obviously, they won. They actually ended up first place after last week's lineup, and look where they are now. Like the tables can go any direction there.
Yeah. I mean, next up we've got the players there from Dipping Squad in 15th place with 1 point, as well as the Devils The Liberators, Conspiracy, all sitting there tied with 1 point, of course, holding up. Well, they tied in 14th place with 1 point. And then we've got the players there from Triad with in 19th place, sitting on no points at the moment for them just yet. You there?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm busy reading here.
Paying way too much attention to the scores there. Yeah, no, it's funny, but it's interesting. So we've got the 19 teams competing in the lobby, and it's interesting to see where they place, where they're standing. The difference, of course, going from the team over in first place, sitting on 30 points. Gun in second place with 3 points. 3 points down, and Gun, of course, got the chicken dinner there, but BKB made up for that with the kills, coming in with 15 kills.
They definitely did well there on the kills, and that kept them there on top of the leaderboard. But yeah, like you said, there were so many teams that's so close with the points. It can still go anywhere.
No, that's definitely true. And I mean, here we go, going off on the map once again. The flight path now taking us from North Georgia, and of course heading straight down over towards the military base. Going over it's in a sense giving the teams once again, the same kind of options. A BKB spot is definitely open there, as you can see. And I think this time we're gonna probably see Gun jumping near Quarry once, like we've seen them jump before.
Yeah, we know Gun definitely prefers the Quarry spot, and yeah, if they can get, they'll probably go for it. I saw a couple of early jumpers there heading up towards Vermi as well, shooting range, I think it was. It will be interesting to see where they go.
Yeah, I mean, there we go. Gun heading straight down to what seems to be Quarry or Ferry Pier, that general area there. We already have the teams from Rays now pushing up right in North Georgia, as well as the players there from the Triads. So we got 2 teams over in North Georgia. A few of the others now still busy making their way down. Yeah, there we go. Gun heading for their usual spot now. The plane going in their favor this round. And of course, we've got the team there from Blink now heading up straight in towards Primorsk.
We've got a couple of teams heading east there. If you look there at TOC and BKB, they might have the idea of getting a vehicle heading towards Nova or something like that. And we've got the rest guys along with 2 other teams going for military. A Gun, obviously, that's far from zone. They're going to have to loot up and move out there.
And we've got a lot of teams landing on top of each other. You can see there the Mercs already getting a quick few hits in. Here they are now pushing up on the players right here from Vibrant. So they already got the first knock in.
And they're not waiting on them.
No. Pushing up all the way. And we've got and I think a little bit further towards the south, I think it was as well. We got a few more teams making their way down. Here we got the players from Resurrection. We also had the team there from the Immortals with them over at the military base.
Trying to figure out where these guys are, the Mercs. Is this a Vermi?
Yeah.
And then they're obviously going to go up against...
that's at school. That's
Who's there with them?
That's at school. So we've got Vibrant and the players there from the Mercs. Yeah, so that's the compounds just to the southwest there of school. So you can see Vibrant, Vibrant now pushing up over towards school. The Mercs now just trying to get their positioning going. Then the Mortals and Resurrection, of course, now once again over at military base. Panic now, this time going up towards the top there. I think we had, I think it was Berserk or Deity doing it in the previous round.
Yeah, obviously this is a favorite spot for them. Rest Panic there with VSS, dangerous weapon. They won't be giving out his position, and I think he could do some damage here.
Yeah, and I'm glad to see Wally now being back for this one, not getting taken out so early. Getting a bit of a chance there to fight it out. This almost looks like the previous round.
It's exactly, I was about to say it's exactly the previous round. You can take a screenshot now and rewind the video and it will look exactly the same.
Yeah. But it's funny though, but the only difference being, of course, that Wally is still with us. Wally hasn't been taken out just yet.
I'm sure he doesn't want a deja vu on this one.
Yeah, no, that would be quite funny though, in a sense, I think. But let's see. Hopefully the Immortals are going to push up. I'm not sure if it's going to be a repeat of the previous round, of game 1 for round 2, but we'll see how it goes. Maybe it's going to be, maybe it will turn. In the Immortals, of course, getting that hit in instead of Resurrection getting the wipe, but we'll see how it goes.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, it's probably going to come down to the loot. I see Ray's already pushing up here. They want these guys. They're not waiting too long. They want these guys.
But now, once again, we got Wally at the back. He's going to get hit. He's going to die first again.
I didn't want to comment on that because he's going to get that deja vu I said he shouldn't want to get.
Oh, I'm just watching this map. I want to see that hit. Let's see. We got Genesis now moving up. This might be the beginning of the end for Wally. I don't know. I don't want to jinx it, but I think this might be the beginning of the end there for Wally. Wally, of course, now deciding, no, okay, maybe I should start moving up with the rest of the team.
It kind of feels like he lost communication with the rest of his team and like suddenly woke up and said, oh, where am I?
Yeah. And now he's all on his own. And we've got the Resurrection up pushing up right on his heels. We've got Deity and Berserk pushing up. Well, there was one more, but you got Panic, of course, as you can see off in the distance there. And Genesis not too far behind him.
But at least it looks like Wally's going to get out of this one. The rest guys not sure where he is. So they'll kind of be cautious approaching the area. And that will give Wally enough time to reunite with his team.
But I can just kind of imagine on my end here thinking like, if what would be going through his head, because he just realized, oh crap, the team had already moved up. I'm going to die first again. It's like you're being chased by a lion or something because you're gonna run. Oh no, that's funny. But Resurrection are making sure they've kind of driven the players from Immortals out of the military base. Now they've got the whole place there for themselves. And here we've got the players from BKB, just moving in and about, the area over in Pachinki, as we usually see them do, just going around, making sure that they've got all their angles covered. And we've got the team there now, of course, from the Silent Mercs pushing in from the northeast.
Yeah, BKB, obviously, Pachinki is their home grounds, and what more do you want to do than play on your home ground? And they're doing that.
Yeah, no, definitely. And we'll see, you can see the Mercs now moving up there from the northeast. They're rotating up from that compound close to school where they were just a few moments ago. And up comes Flacco and Zeus now, heading up straight over, almost over towards the Mercs. Oh, let's see, will the Mercs engage?
That's going to be interesting. Will they engage? That's a big question.
Because I'm pretty sure that they know that is BKB.
Yeah, they should. If they know BKB and they know Erangel, they should know that BKB is in Pachinki.
Wow, just look at that map. Just look at the map. Wow. I mean, Rozhok looks like it is an absolutely crazy place. And then, of course, the military island as well. We're there with the Immortals and the players from Resurrection, as well as the team there from Stealth Squad.
Yeah, I think we're going to see some early engagement. Flacco and Zeus, I believe it is. Is it Zeus?
Yeah.
So kind of circling around, kind of like they're looking for trouble. They want to engage something, just looking for that excuse to start shooting.
It's almost like they're taunting the players there from the Mercs, saying, come on, take it. I dare you.
Okay, we've got Zyrax here and Khan, and they're moving up toward Flacco and him.
Yeah. Well, the whole squad is rotating up. We've got the Triads, of course, right up in front of them right here as well. You can see Goku just off in the distance there.
Yeah, trying to figure out where they are heading towards. It looks like they're heading towards school.
No, they've already long past school. Look at the bike.
They're past school already.
There we go. Three-wheel of death. Three-wheel of death. There we go. That is what is left for the players from the Silent Mercs. They left with the three-wheel of death.
Hey. What beautiful close-up that was.
Yeah, that was a pretty awesome cutscene. Let's call it a cutscene. Yeah, well done. That was a beautiful one there. Tears of Chaos over here. Now, up comes the team right there from Effect. Pushing in hard. I thought they were pushing in straight towards them. Wow, it really looked like they were.
It did look like that.
Wow, I almost got excited there for a second. I thought we were going to have a little bit of action breaking out, because we're still sitting on 19 teams, 71 players. You know, it's
Yeah,
time
we
for
haven't had
action.
any action just yet. Yeah, we haven't had any action yet. I'm trying to figure out where BKB is around about now.
Wow. This if the players hold off on the assault and they wait till everyone's in zone, this is going to be insane.
Now look at Wally. Wally's like 2 miles, 200, 2,000 miles from the rest of his team.
Oh,
Wally.
up comes the players now from Inkosi pushing in straight there on the dipping squad. Ooh, trying to get those hits in. Nova getting that one hit in. Emperor now hitting it up with getting the knock on bait. Ooh, down they go. Well played. Inkosi now on 4 kills.
Wow.
Nicely done. Sully, man. So bait was the bait. That's why his name is Bait. He was the bait.
That's the first squad down. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the first squad wipe going to Inkosi. Well done. Well done. Oh,
look at that.
That's the crate you want. That's the crate you want. That one. And I mean, Inkosi is right there on it.
Want that. Oh, I see it. They're definitely not going to leave that behind.
Yeah, and Bait says, no, screw the health. I'm going straight for the drop. I'm pushing straight up. I need that AWM. I need the 8 scope. And off he goes.
Some good armor and all that, yeah.
Yeah. Some nice level 3 goodies there. And of course, we got the players over here now from Conspiracy moving up on Vibrant over at school.
Yeah, that is quite interesting. Vibrant holding out school there. Want to see how these guys will push up towards this.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting because, I mean, we haven't seen a lot of pushes from them. Conspiracy, they're only sitting on one point. They haven't gotten any kills just yet. You know, they've got no recorded kills for this round. And, you know, Vibrant...
It looked like he cooked the night there, but yeah, he's back on the night there. I'm not entirely sure where the enemy is, but he's just chucking some nights there, hoping to get a hit on them.
Yeah, no, they're sending them across, and I mean, we've got Vibrant already sitting on 5 kills, sorry. Boyka sitting on 3. Let's see if Boyka's going to get any more. He's already sending those grins across. I mean, Static now staying true to his name. He's static. You know, he's not moving. He's just there on the corner, you know, waiting. But that is almost in a sense, you know, begging for a grin. There we go. Sino now sending one right over, you know, exactly as ordered. Not doing as much damage as he had hoped for, but ooh, Enigma's down. Genesis, getting a quick hit in there. Up comes the remainder of Resurrection, now pushing over to the Shell Shock team. And Enigma gets thirsted. Well,
oh wow,
that's one of those things.
They also had a couple of tough games. Even the previous last week, SS Squad not very lucky, if I can say that much.
Yeah. Well, they are currently sitting in top 10. I mean, so it's not too bad. There we go. Static getting taken out by Boyka. Boyka now increasing his kill count. Yeah, there we go. Ooh, nice. There we have it. So the Devils.
Inkosi Esports here against the Devils. That's it.
Well, so this is going to be an interesting one as well. You know, trying to see who, you know, if they're going to push up. They're, of course, being fairly close there to Mansion. You know, you got the shots that are coming off. We saw Inkosi getting that loot on. Ray's also just over towards the east, so they're not that far away. And we got the Mercs, of course, now pushing up on the players there from the Liberators. Well, not pushing up, but rather they're going to just be traveling past them. Oh, here comes the fight.
The Sully got taken out. There, and they just had a couple of hits in fight as well. I couldn't see what was the outcome there. Oh, he's still here.
Yeah, no, he's getting raised up now. You can see the remainder of the team now on full defense. And also the players from Effect now getting hit by gun. So it's interesting to see where they're all going. The players, of course, here from the Devils trying to find those angles so that they can hopefully get, you know, the win in this fight against Inkosi. But it's going to be a tough fight. It's not going to come easy. You know, they're going to have to really, really work for it.
Definitely not an easy fight. Inkosi a bit on the lower ground area. They're pushing up already. They're pushing up.
Knocking out Silly. Oh, man, that is unfortunate. But, hey, it happens. We got Nova and Bait now moving up. So this time round, Bait wasn't the bait. Sully was the bait. You know, getting that hit in there. But, of course, now we've got Swirly over here from the Devils. And we've got a few shots flying through. It's going to be a tough one. Let's hope for the best. I mean, maybe they'll surprise us and get the clutch on the players there from Inkosi.
Well, because he got all the members up again. They're playing kind of fast. They're not playing as aggressive as I usually see them. And if they see they got a bit of trouble, they can kind of back down and realize, get the things back in order before they push again. Now they're pushing up hard on these guys.
Yeah. And I mean, we haven't seen any kills yet from the Devils in this, in the second round. Oh, down they go, getting taken out by Kasi. That's it. But I mean, that's the thing. And I mean, it's tough. You're gonna run into these teams. Teams are gonna, take you out without asking questions.
Pretty well played there by Inkosi. As I mentioned, they kept their composure when they get the knock on their teammates. Then they go back, they get the revive. They just keep that composure. They don't over rush anything, and that paid off.
Yeah, and we got BKB now once again starting to engage there with the players from Phoenix. Just off on the side, you can see Zeus and the whole squad. In fact, now trying to find an angle there. So one thing that I like seeing from them though is that you'll see them peek a window and then they'll move up, get into the next one. They don't keep on peeking the same spot, and that is sometimes the thing that makes or breaks the push. What? Sino takes a whole squad out. I love it when this happens. They blow up a vehicle and it's just like done. Thank you. Thanks for coming.
Yes, that's not a nice way to go out of a game, though. Yes, it's so. It feels like you don't really get that opportunity to fight back. It's so instant. There's Mercs just took out one of the EE guys there.
Yeah.
Oh, and then
back we come with the retaliation. We got Ricky getting that quick hit in on I think it was Zyrex. Yeah. And Keith now getting knocked out. You can see Kasi down in front of us right here. So the Mercs now pushing up in Kasi. That's a nice change of events. Ikasi getting that quick wipe, and now of course they are getting pushed. Oh, there we go. So we got a few more hits. Daciana, of course, not getting hit there by Gun as well. It's a tough one. The players.
So we've got Nova that's knocked out. Grim is down on his knees. No, he's up. He's up and going.
Yeah, no, he's up and at it once again. He's moving about. I mean, but all the teams are now pushing up. It's like everyone decided, let's go over to prison. Let's go fight there.
There has to be some kind of magnet pulling everyone there. How does everyone just go there?
Oh, there we go. Tears of Chaos getting that hit in on Gun as well. So Nerf getting taken down. We got Tide now getting hit as well. BKB hitting it up with the players from Blink. Just look at the dance here that we've got with the Mercs and Ikasi. Everyone trying to move up.
The Mercs not backing down. The Mercs really not backing down. I'm surprised to see how they go at it, and I know it's Inkosi Esports, which is not a team you want to take out lightly. They're a good team.
But also the Mercs are also a pretty good team, and I mean, so it's like two stubborn guys going up against each other. The one's like, I'm gonna get you, it's like, no, I'm gonna get you, and back and forth, and at the end of the day, it comes down to who had the luck, whose finger could get onto that thing, and turns out it is Ikasi. Ikasi managing to get the hit there on the Silent Mercs. Well done, well played.
Well played indeed. Ikasi sitting at least on about 8 kills now. I think that's the second squad that they've taken out.
But that's good because in the previous game they only got 1 kill.
Yeah, so they really need the skills to get up that leaderboard.
Yeah, no, they definitely do. And I mean, we got Mercury now trying his luck against BKB. Yeah, that was a real buzzkill.
Okay, it looks like we've got a third party here. I just saw some shots.
Yeah, that's Phoenix. Phoenix, yeah. Yeah, they're tapping off a few shots, but Inspector now getting... Ooh, Valerian getting hit by Resurrection. Well played. Wow. Resurrection and the Immortals going at it. Come on. Down goes Genesis. Who's left? There's 2 left. So we got Panic and Berserk. Oh, down goes Sahil. What a third party by SS. Everyone battling it up on the prison hill.
Oh,
wow.
My goodness. This is so many people, so many third parties. It's not a nice place to be in now.
Oh, this is insane. Ray's getting that hit there on the alias unknown players, of course, taking them down. Resurrection now trying to get the Resurrection going there, trying to patch up the wounded. Down goes Risk. What a hit by MFP. Wow.
Well played there. As you said, a Resurrection there. At least we're in a position to be able to revive their knocked teammates, and they didn't lose any members just yet. But it's not going to get easier from here. We see Gun also moving in, and Gun just got knocked out there. 2 of the players just got knocked out there.
Yeah. Yeah, Deity putting in a beautiful hit there. We got Thrax and Nerf still up and added. Vibrant, of course, now also moving in. So we got Triad, Resurrection, Gun, and Vibrant all right on top of each other there. We got Phoenix, of course, just over to the side. They're tapping off a few hits. We got the players there from Stealth Squad moving in. This is pretty crazy. This is a pretty entertaining fight to be watching at the moment. You know, we got a Boyka, of course, as you can see there on the left hand side, trying to, you know, try and move in, trying to get an angle. We've got Insidious now also cooking it up. Let's see, will he push up on the players? Let's hope, and we'll keep an eye on the kill feed. See if he, you know, gets any of those hits in.
Once again, zone's going to play a huge part in there. Everyone is just slightly in or slightly out of zone, so everyone's going to move in the kind of same direction, and they're going to have a lot of engagements going towards zone. In the process, they're obviously going to have the engagements that's going to hold them back. It's going to be interesting who's going to be able to make it for zone. At the end of the day, the zone's going to get most of the kills.
Oh, I'm just watching this fight now, and you know. They are absolutely just ripping into everyone. It's a frenzy. It's a kill frenzy. People just going absolutely berserk. Fortunately, we have someone on the map called Berserk, but you know, like Genesis goes down. Here's Berserk. You know, Insidious now moving up over towards the players here from Resurrection. You know, I'm waiting to see. Oh, nicely done. Liquid getting that hit in on Berserk. We got Thrax still alive, still just off on the side there, trying to figure out which way he should be rotating.
At this point, I really can't even say who's got the upper hand. It's like I'm laying out the bunch of dominoes, and everyone just started falling.
Yeah. And I mean, we also had BKB now push up on the western side. Oh, Thrax getting that hit in on Liquid. Well done. Up comes Snakebite moving in. Wow, Thrax now all lonesome. Snakebite. Is he going to deliver? No.
Oh.
Insidious, comes in there with the save. Thrax getting that hit, and then of course Insidious taking Thrax down, just telling him that's not how it is done. And Vibrant, of course, and BKB now about to go at it. They're pretty much nearly center zone.
Yeah, they are indeed. We've got the two squads still out of zone. Everyone's still dangerously close to each other.
Blue zone now being absolutely lethal. Down goes Insidious. Oh man, how is that? He falls to his death. Wow, that one is, man, that is where I just put the game down and I go like, no, I need a second. I need a second.
I just saw it on a kill feed. It looked like SS squad is out now.
Yeah, no, that was with Insidious just dying now.
Oh my gosh,
he felt his death, man. Wow.
I thought there were some 3 players up for him.
No, they just went down. But I mean, now we still have the 5 teams left. We've got Phoenix, we got Triad, we've got the players there from Vibrant, we got BKB, and then of course the players from Inkosi. Inkosi way out of zone. You know, they're gonna have to try and push up into a zone, but they might even get that third party in on BKB.
Well, BKB, good position. They've got zone once again. Hopefully they can use it to their advantage this stuff.
And here we got Phoenix.
This is going to get dangerous.
Oh. Wow, let's see.
So these two guys, two squads, they, like I said, zone's going to push them, and they're not in zone right now.
Oh, who put that tree there? Who put that tree there? Oh, Inkosi hitting the tree. Man, what? Flacco, of course, now taking every opportunity he can get and puts the pain into bait. Wow. But that's the difference. It's something I wanted to mention earlier when we saw that whole squad getting taken out. If you look at some of these teams, they rotate up with 2, 3, 4 vehicles.
Exactly.
If one gets blown up, it's only one player that gets knocked, not the whole squad that gets wiped.
Yes, and also creating multiple targets, which also makes a lot of sense. You don't have 4 players hitting one car, and rather create some confusion as to which is the actual target they're going to shoot at.
Well, Phoenix now putting a bit of a hurt into the Triads there. Griff now the last one left. Ozone, of course, just getting raised up. Fairly low on health. Not sure if they're going to make it, though, but Maniac, of course, sending a quick grain across. Let's see, will it finish them off? Oh, that did do a bit of damage there, but we've got another few grains now coming in from Inkosi. They moved up on the side there. They get a hit in. Well done. Oreo going down. Oh, Phoenix. Moving up.
Well, they actually still have zone. Yeah, I actually thought they didn't have zone, but they still have zone.
So all 5 teams now in zone. Down goes Griff. And Ozone is about to get sent back to the lobby. Oh, what?
There
Down
goes
he
Maniac
goes.
as well.
Well done. Well done. But Maniac, he pushed up, softened him up, and then of course the teammate moved in, just finishing him off. Vibrant are up in the hill, in the sides there, straight in front of BKB. Fortunately for them, they've got the rock. That's there. Out comes the smokes. Oh, Boyka, man.
Who's taking out Boyka there?
Yeah, sticking his foot out from behind the rock. We got Flacco already pushing up. He's right there on them. You got Zeus and Zeus, of course, now providing a little bit of cover fire there just to distract them long enough so that Flacco can move up and sends in a few grains to kind of finish them off. Let's see, will they survive the sign? No, about to run into Flacco, and down he goes, Flacco. Ooh, Boyka not done yet. Well played now. Flacco sending them back. Beautifully done.
Flacco is here for revenge. He's certainly here for revenge.
He is. He wants the chicken dinner. He's saying, no. I'm not going to settle for second. I want the chicken
Not
dinner.
again.
Yeah. Now I think they've upped their game, making sure that they cling on, or they kind of trying to ensure that they finish off. Because I mean, we got Inkosi on 2 players. We've got Phoenix on 4, BKB on 3.
Oh, BKB once again.
Oh, Phoenix is on 3 as well. Phoenix also on 3. So.
They're also on 3.
Yeah.
They're also on 3. You're right.
So 3v3v2. Oh, Grimnock getting hit. This is going to be an interesting thing because BKB already in zone. Flacco now just rotating up, rejoining with the group once again. Everyone trying to move in, and BKB positioning themselves in such a way that if the other teams make it into the safe zone, then they are right in the line of fire of BKB.
Well, once again, they do have, I don't want to say advantage, but they do have a good position in the final circle. It all comes down to how did they finish off. Oh, there goes EE.
Nova's down.
Got...
Grim now getting pushed. BKB pushing in. Let's see, will they? Oh, he is now seriously trying to survive. Just trying to get a hit in so that he can just try and rotate up into a better position. See, Phoenix also now opting. They're going like, no. We can't stand. We have to go down.
Well, Inspector's got an M249. If he can get a shot there, he's going to cause some damage.
And he does.
Zeus just got taken out there. Oh, yeah.
Wow. So Maniac and Rick, also moving up. So Inspector really putting that M249 to good use. But Inkosi is down. Now it is just the players from Phoenix going up against BKB. So Phoenix can still get this.
They can. They're pushing hard, and it looks like Flacco just went. Oh, no, look at that. Flacco going for the revive, as I was about to say. And Phoenix pushing so hard. They're only left with Maniac. If he could get a good grin there, it could be the end for BKB.
But they come in and finish him off. Well done, BKB. Getting the chicken dinner that they wanted, finishing off on 13 kills there. We got Phoenix in second place. Not bad, 5 kills. I mean, we got Vibrant in 4th. We got the Triads in 5th place. Resurrection in 6th. We got the players there from the Stealth Squad in 7th. Gun in 8th. Raze in 9th. The Immortals finishing off in 10th place. We've got the Alias Unknown team in 11th. Blink in 12th place. The Sun and Mercs taking 13th. Tears of Chaos finishing off in 14th. We've got Effect over there in 15th place. Then, of course, we got the players from, what's the TL that is? I forgot their name. Or the Liberators finishing in 16th place. Then we got the Devils in 17th. The players from Conspiracy coming in 18th place. And then, of course, the players there from Dipping Squad finishing off in 19th place. So well done. I mean, there we have our top 3 on the side. BKB, Phoenix, and Inkosi. Inkosi making a very nice comeback now, finishing off their round here. They got, for that one, that was 14 kills.
14 kills.
14 kills compared to 1 kill in the previous round.
Yeah, that's going to put them up on the leaderboard at least. BKB obviously finishing off this match pretty strong. Well played by them. Well done.
No, definitely, it'll definitely move them up. I'm guessing they might potentially, hopefully, finish at least top 3. But just with the amount of kills that they got for that round, because that is definitely something that moves them up. Gun not doing too great this round. Not placing where they would have wanted to, I guess. So it's
luckily
definitely
they did that one. So yeah.
Go for it.
A moment of silence.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's definitely going to affect the standings. But it's interesting to see how the players turn things up a bit in the second round, and we've got one more round to go.
Can't wait.
Yeah. So on that note, I think let's get into the break. The next round should be starting in a few minutes' time. So be sure to join us back when we get started with our third and final round for round 2, and of course the last game for the day, for the week. There we go, guys. See you back in a few. What's up, guys? Welcome back. Here we go, getting straight into our third match for the finals for today. Wally, it has been absolutely crazy these past few games.
Yeah, well, as we predicted, we knew this is going to be tough games, and it it really has been a lot of action. You can take us through, Dave.
Yeah, because here we can see the standings now for our second match. We've got BKB coming in with the chicken dinner there, of course, finishing off with 33 points. Once again, being at the top of the log for the match. We got Inkosi coming in with 26 points. They're getting themselves a very nice 14 kills in that round, and it definitely changes things up. 26 points against 33. It's a bit of a tough one. I mean, yeah, you go over to the players in the third place, which we have there, which is Phoenix Aura. They're sitting on 20 points, a collective kill count there of 5 kills. We've got Vibrant over in fourth place with 19 points. Gun coming in fifth place. 16 points to them there. We've got Resurrection Undead in sixth place with 12 points. Then, of course, we've got the Triads just below them. You'll see the score on screen now. Triads sitting on 11 kills. We've got the team also there from Lost Legion, also on 11. So we've got tied in a seventh place. We've got the Triads. We've got Lost Legion, those two there. Then, of course, we've got Zamgar Rays sitting on 7 points in ninth place. We've got the players from Immortals in 10th place with 4 points, as well as Alias Unknown. So they are tied there in 10th. Looking at 12th place, we've got the players from Effect there with 3 points. We've got Blink in 13th place with 2 points, tied with the Silent Mercs, as well as Tears of Chaos. And then, of course, over in 16th place, we've got the players there from the Liberators, the Devils, Conspiracy, Dipping Squad. So they're all tied over in 16th place. So yeah, I think so no kills going to the players there from the Liberators. No kills for the Devils or Conspiracy or the Dipping Squad. It has been a tough match. It was a tough match. It's definitely not been easy, and I mean it shows in the points at the end of the match. Wally, you there? You here?
Yes, sorry, Dan. I'm looking at the scores once again. You can't expect me to multitask.
But it's interesting to see, the standings for the round. It's been the previous round was a tough one. It definitely was a tough one. Here we are now looking at the cumulative scores. We've got the players there from BKB sitting in first place with 63 points. Okay, 63 points. We've got the second runner-up team, which is Gun, sitting on 43 points. There's 20-point difference. We've got Inkosi over in third place with 37. We've got Vibrant with 32 points. We've got Resurrection Undead with 31 points. We've got Phoenix Aura with 22 points. We've got Lost Legion sitting on 19 points in 7th place. We've got Zamgar Rays with 18 points in 8th. Then, of course, we've got Effects over in 9th place with 14. We've got Alias Unknown in 10th place with 13 points. Tears of Chaos, 11 points, 11th place, tied there with the Triads. Then, of course, we've got Blink over in 13th place with 9 points. We've got the Immortals in 14th place. The Silent Mercs coming in 15th place. That's a bit of a tough one. We've got the players from the Dipping Squad, of course, sitting up in 16th place, tied again with the players there from the Devils, the Liberators, as well as Conspiracy. So there we go. You can see the top 3 teams there. Inkosi, Gun, and BKB. A 20-point difference between first and second place. That is one whole chicken dinner difference. One whole chicken dinner.
BKB fairly comfortable in first position there, and they don't have to do a lot to at the end of the day take this home. But on the other hand, Gun and Inkosi, they're pretty close to each other. That can still go either way.
Yeah. And I mean, BKB sitting on 28 kills for in first place. We've got Gun with a count there of 17 kills in second place, and then of course we've got Inkosi, coming in there with 15 kills. You know, they've got 15 kills collectively, and that's really a high kill count. It's really
Oh,
not bad. Really not
yeah,
bad.
looking at the interesting flight path, a bit different to the previous flight paths. Still got Savermi, Rozak, Yasnaya still a go, Pachinki's a go, and Georgia Pool. I'm definitely expecting some people jumping there.
Mm, mm. And it's going to be interesting. I'm pretty sure we're going to see Ikasi jump out anytime soon, heading up to Saverni. That's also one of their favorite spots. I don't know if they've left. Yes, there we go. Ikasi heading out as predicted, you know, or not predicted, but as we know, they would jump there.
Oh yeah, they're not alone though.
Yeah, no, they've got some company. They're gonna have a bit of a fight. I'm not sure as to who it is that we've got with them. Can't really see. Oh, that's Phoenix. Phoenix dropping down right there with him as well. And then of course the players there from the Liberators heading up over towards Stolba. We've got a few more teams, of course, making their way out over the map. As you can see, the flight path is still well, the plane is still going. I don't know what I was trying to say, but the plane is still going. The players are jumping. Off they go. Everyone heading out. Yasnaya is also going to be a pretty hot spot.
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm looking at Yasnaya now. We've got at least 1, 2, 3, 4 teams landing there. Trying to see where BKB is. Are they going for Pachinki once again?
Yeah, well, what question is this? You know where they go. That's their spot. They're going to jump in Pachinki and they're going to defend it. We've got the players, of course, now from Blink challenging them for their position. You know, also jumping up into Pachinki. We'll see if they survive. You know, you never know. They might just pull a hat trick or rabbit out of a hat.
Well, we've got quite a few possibilities of early action here.
Mm.
I'm looking at Race Genesis now. I'm not sure which direction to go because they had a plan and they saw SS and they saw the other team, Team 15, which is the Immortals, and they kind of just took it in between the two.
Yeah, no, you can look at this.
So what is that?
If anyone ever asks, do you like PUBG? Yes, because it's one of the only games where I can see where one of the players goes and glides around the map on his stomach. And the outfit even helps a little bit more with that. I mean, the hat being called back. It looks like he's, going at one quite. Look at that grin. He's happy.
That is one ugly hat. Yes, I have to admit, I don't know if I'm scared of clowns, but I know I don't like clowns, and that's not a shoot I like.
Yeah. Well, there we go. We got Phoenix already hitting it up now with Ikasi. We got the players here from the Stealth Squad moving up. Oh, Yuri getting a hit in. Bait now retaliating a little bit there against Yuri, and we got the players from Stealth Squad here, as you can see now moving up. We got Liquid, Insidious, Snakebite, and Silla. They're of course just moving up into Ferry Pier, getting some loot going, so that they can hopefully find a vehicle and start pushing up into any possible direction there.
Interesting to see SS going for Ferry Pier. Not a very high loot area, to be honest.
Ooh. Look at the Saverni. Oh, man. Ikasi down to 1. Nova is the last one left. Wow. Well done to Phoenix.
Is it only Phoenix there with them?
Yes.
Yes, it is. Well done.
Yeah, they that's an absolutely beautiful play. Nova now just dropping down. Oh, he's been spotted. They are going to chase him down and send him back to the lobby. Oh, man.
But yeah, that's a full squad versus one guy. It's not going to be easy. Not impossible, though. If you look at Ricky and Inspector, they pretty much one shot. So they don't really count on this push.
Oh.
Nova
nice.
Shotgun.
Nice.
He gets one. He gets it. Oh. Well tried. He nearly had Inspector there. That would have been a great comeback.
I can promise you that Inspector's heart is probably, throbbing in his throat, because that was wow. That was a tough push.
Nearly just turned that around. It was so close. Well done there by the Mercs. Definitely well done. I got the Mercs, the Phoenix guys.
Yeah, and you can see the silent Mercs now pushing up over towards Ray's Optic, getting knocked out. Supreme getting hit there by Clay. So Clay also tapping off a few hits, getting some nice work done there.
There's a murder running here with Yeah, I was about to say, running with a murderous weapon. I see Call of Clay also running with the same weapon, the Uzi monster close quarter machine there.
Especially with the new update they got, the update that it got that you can now put the red dot or the holographic on it.
Yeah, and the rate of fire with that thing, and with 35 rounds, and that 35 rounds feels like 12 rounds. It's so quick because of that high rate of fire, and it really makes so much damage.
No, it definitely does. So we'll see if the players from the Silent Mercs will be able to put their Uzis to some good use. You can see Optic now just trying to heal up as he's moving up to the second floor in the compound there. We got Supreme, of course, right with him. Coco and Beast now pushing up on the Silent Mercs. We got Keith and Clay. Oh, down goes Keith. Keith. Down goes Keith. Clay and Keith so close together. I made them one person. There we go.
Okay, Supreme and Optic also moving up closer there now. They got a fairly proper loot. I was about to say they don't really have loot because I saw some shotguns earlier there. But it looks like they've got some pretty decent loot. Interesting to see where's this going to go.
Yeah, well, we've got the Mercs moving all about. You can see now Uncle going up to Keith. They're trying to get the res in. We got Coco moving up. We've got Supreme moving up. Optic just hanging back a little bit, trying to see if, he can just maybe cover another angle from that side in case they do decide. But he's now also trying to get up onto the roof. And I think he might have maybe missed the jump. Ooh, there we go. We got Con getting knocked in the kill feed. I think that is the players from Blink pushing up on them. Oh, down goes Clay.
Oh.
What? Uncle now getting a hit in.
Falling back down, just trying to see if Keith, it kind of looks like he
got the hit on Supreme. He got the hit on Supreme. Wow, up they come. So Coco now moving in. He's gonna get it. He's gonna get it.
Oh, Coco was really low there.
There we go. Well played to the Mercs. That was well played. I can't say anything about that. That was well played. Well done.
No, they did well. SMQ still low on health. And as I said, it didn't look like he had any meds, so he kind of fell back a while.
Yeah, there we go. Blink now getting hit by BKB. Vibrant pushing up on Alias Unknown. We got Daciana just up ahead there. 6 tapping off a few shots. So here we go. Ooh, nice. So Blink and BKB battling it out for control of Pachinki.
Now, this is going to be interesting. As we know it, the BKB, it's that home ground advantage, I want to call it. I'm not sure about the opponents there. Not too familiar with their whereabouts and where they prefer to go.
Well, they decided for this round, let's go challenge BKB.
Well, obviously, I like the way you state that. Let's challenge BKB because we know BKB goes for Pachinki, and the same as the real deal, which we didn't see it tonight. Strangely.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to them, but I mean, we still have several teams that will still put up a nice party and a show for us. And the teams that we've got over here in Pachinki, they're definitely doing that. There we go. Titan now getting hit. Con moving in with that finish. We got the players from Vibrant pushing up on Alias Unknown. Oh, getting caught with your hands on a can. Man.
I just saw a knife popping in there. Did I just look correctly?
I'm not sure, but that was what a opportune moment to get a knock coming in right as he is busy boosting up, literally opening the can. That was a can of of whoop ass.
Yeah, whipped cream.
But obviously it backfired on him, because he was the one that got the table turned on him. Ooh, Daciana not getting pushed. Sino swooping in, getting that hit.
I love the way like he flies through the building, and as he flies through, getting a couple of hits.
Yeah, it just moves. It's like, oh yeah, I want to go here. Okay, brah, down you go. One more. La 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 la.
Wow, well played, Sino.
Yeah, giving the Crying Onion now an opportunity to stay true to his name. Through all those layers. Ooh, up comes Flacco and puts Mercury down. What? I know Mercury is poisonous, but Flacco was absolutely deadly with that.
Oh yeah. I can actually imagine. And Flacco actually has this thing. If you watch the streams he plays in as well, he's got this thing like FPP mode. Let's go. Then you must know if something's gonna die now.
Yeah, you know, like it's about to go down when Flacco switches to FPP. Man, oh man, oh man. Get your popcorn and your whatever ready because it's gonna be a show. It is going to be a show. But there we go. BKB claiming Pachinki for themselves once again. No surprise. Well done.
Look, they're sitting at 4 kills already. Securing that spot even tighter there in the first place. Got a lot of hope for them in this round as well.
Yeah, but last week I don't think they did too well. Last week they didn't do too great, right?
They were actually bad luck. They didn't even qualify for the final rooms, so they were a bit bad luck on that first game last week.
But what a comeback! What a comeback!
What a comeback indeed. They obviously had a little bit of a roundabout. Let's talk about what we did wrong, and we come back with a bang. And as you can see, they did.
Wow, and we've got the players there from, as you can see, up in the northwestern side there. We've got the Tears of Chaos and the Triad guys fairly close together. We got Griff, of course, now pushing up over towards the ruins there. We got the players from Stealth Squad, of course, now pushing up over towards Gun, who is also now rotating up in towards more center zone. The players, of course, right there from the Devils, also on the southern side of the zone. And we're watching the team, of course, now from Effects moving up on the players from Resurrection. Here's Gun, as you can see them now heading off in towards zone. Up they come, flying in bit by bit. Let's see. Hopefully they're going to pull up somewhere and, whip out their guns and, just like get the party started for them. Because they need a few kills now. They're sitting in... They're currently sitting in second place, so they've got 20 points to try and make up. I mean, BKB already with 4 kills.
Yes, luckily for them, the Inkosi Esports that was just below them with, I think, 5 points. They won't be much of a threat right now. Obviously, they're surviving a bit longer than Inkosi that getting taken out the early game by the Silent Mercs, I believe it was.
Yeah, it's a tough one, It's a tough one. I mean, things always keep on changing. One game if we compare last week to this week as well, like talking about BKB, last week they didn't even qualify for the second round.
Exactly. If you're an outsider and you watched last week's game and you watched this week's game, you say, okay, BKB, that team, I don't think they're gonna get much right. But then we know BKB and we know most of the clans, so we know that it can always go any direction.
Yeah, no, definitely, and I mean. Sometimes you've got a good day, a good play, and other times, your fingers are just a little bit too sweaty, or your mindset's maybe not 100% right, and things change. Like it can change in a matter of seconds. Here we are now busy watching the players from Conspiracy and the team, of course, they are now from the Liberators pushing up on them. So this would also be an interesting one to see what these two teams are, what they're gonna do. In my opinion, they are teams that are kind of newish to the scene because I've never really seen them play aside from today. I don't know if you've seen them.
No. I actually don't know them at all, to be honest. They're new to me.
Yeah, so hopefully they're going to put up a bit of a show. I mean, now is a fantastic time to do that. I mean, we've got the Triads now busy pushing up as well. Coming in with a bit of a third party there. We got BKB and Gun once again in the kill feed. We got the Immortals also right here with the players as well at the compound a little bit further down towards the southwest there. Oh, some shots now flying up there from Conspiracy X side. Ooh, standing right in the window. Man, that's a tough one.
Yeah, this third part is really throws a spanner in the works. You're busy focusing on one team, and all of a sudden you get ambushed from another side. It really turns tables around in such a way.
But I mean, this is also a pretty good place for these teams to get used to the level of competition they're going up against, because I can promise you they've probably only seen some of these teams in classic matches, and I don't think they've really played against them.
Yeah, it's true, and the only way you're gonna get to that next level is to compete at that level.
And here we got the Triads now moving up once again, as well as the players there from Vibrant. Vibrant now coming up with a pretty good spot. Oh, they're already sitting on 4 kills as well. And of course, now the team there from, I think that is Yeah. Which one? That there were the Liberators and the players there from Conspiracy. They're gonna run into Vibrant. There's no other way around it. They're gonna get hit.
I find it kind of funny. We had two squads going at each other. Then, not Vibrant, the other team, Triad came in, and just a little while after that, the Vibrants came in exactly the same way the Triad came in. And I was sitting already at 4 squads going at each other here.
Yeah. And they're moving in. It's like the Conspiracy team. Not the Conspiracy team. The players there from Triad. It's like they were dragging the players in and drawing the teams up. But I mean, we saw a pretty nice molly kill there as well now, and I think that went over to the players from the Conspiracy X, and so everyone of course now moving in. So I think this is going to be an interesting thing to see what happens. We've got the players from Resurrection as well as the players there from the Dipping Squad. Oh, up they come. Ooh. Down goes Oreo. Oh, Vibrant just ripping into that warehouse. Wow.
Triad didn't make it there. I'm not sure if Triad was a full squad in there, though. It kind of looked like it was only 2 guys. I'm not sure.
Well, I can tell you they are now a dead squad. They just got wiped. We've got the Liberators, of course, now still facing it off against the players there from Conspiracy X. The Immortals also just holding their distance. You can just see them peeking from the side there. We've got Vibrant, of course, now rotating up in towards zone. And that, to me, is a good rotation, a good early start on a rotation. If I was the players here from... Oh, nice hits coming up now. If I was the players there from the Liberators, I would have moved already because zone has shifted up. Blue zone is on his way. Oh, Costa getting hit. I would leave the players. I would leave the players to the zone.
Yeah, I agree 100%. If you have a choice, you never want to risk fighting in the zone. Bandman getting the 2 knocks there. Actually, a great opportunity for them to push here.
And I think this is where we'll see some strategies and stuff develop. As these teams kind of see what's happening when they watch. Oh, nice. When they watch the videos back and see, okay, cool. Oh, there we should have pushed. There we should have done this. I mean, if they don't watch the videos, I would highly recommend that they do. Like there, they just got taken out. Well done to the players there from Conspiracy X.
Maritime there with a beautiful flank there. As I said, they were supposed to push up. And Maritime was, I hope I'm pronouncing it right, but Maritime was actually busy with the flank and he finished it off for them.
Wow, man, Gun battling it out there with Phoenix, getting a beautiful hit in. But yeah, that's how it goes. You can see Gun now severely wounded. What was that? It looks like Thrax's gun is shooting while he's crawling.
Yeah, did you see that?
Wow. Oh. We've got some shots now, of course, coming in there. Slim and Nerf now quickly trying to heal up, get their wounded all sorted up. VGB right there with him. They probably going to try and pick them off, trying to get a good angle, just get those hits in. There we go. Thrax is now up and at it. We also have the players from Vibrant, as you can see, just over towards the north. And of course, now the players here from the Style Squad moving up on the team there from Effect. Ooh, nicely done. What a hit. Beautifully done.
Yeah, well played there by Bart. The Style Squad not in a favorable position there. Right out in the open, not knowing about the team that's right in front of them.
Yeah. But I mean, yeah, I can't say that we're having any bad plays today. I mean, these players are they're performing, they're putting up a show. Things will improve even more the more they get accustomed to what we've got going on. But I mean, for them to be in a lobby with the likes of Gun, the Silent Mercs, BKB, Resurrection, the Immortals, Phoenix, Blink.
Exactly. I love what I'm seeing. I love the competition starting to spread out, and I don't want to call them underdogs, but kind of like the underdogs also starting to participate at this level. A lot of action happening here now.
Wow, this is going to be absolutely crazy. The Mercs going up and down, back and forth, all over the place. Wow, there's so much movement, I can't even see who it is. We've got the Mercs. Oh, there we go. The Devil's now getting hit. And of course, the players from Gun not too far away, but loads of shots now going on. Oh, down goes the players from the Devils. Well played. The Mercs now being
I
victorious.
kind of left that one for you. I literally couldn't see what's going on there. There was so much movement going on there.
And we got the players from Effect now pushing up. Ooh, up they come, flying right past the Mercs. Let's see, will the Mercs take the fight? No idea, but of course the players here from Effect not giving up just yet, making a bit of a circle. Oh, Vibrant hitting it up. Oh, that is a really tough place to make a U-turn. Because you got the Mercs right on top of you, as well as the team from Vibrant. Wow.
Now, the Silent Mercs in a very favorable position there. One of my favorite spots, that squad house with the house at the back of it. It's a good spot to be at. Talking about the Silent Mercs, I think they've got quite a bit of kills here already. They did well in this round so far.
Yeah, and we also saw another vehicle explosion there. Well done. Vibrant getting that vehicle's explosion. There's the bomb. We've got Resurrection now, just now trying to survive up. We got Conspiracy creeping up on BKB. We got Gun and the Immortals about to go at it as well. I almost said 4 teams left, but we can just see 5 teams over here. The Immortals, we got Gun, we got Resurrection, BKB, and of course, Panman over there from Conspiracy X.
Interesting, BKB started off here, and yet they back in where they started the game off. We are still young. We just outside of Pachinki, yeah.
Yeah, they didn't move a lot, but you can see the Immortals now getting hit. Oh, there we go. Vibrant coming in with a beautiful sneak attack off the side. We can't see them on screen at the moment, but you can just see those hits flying in. There they are. We just had them in on the screen for a quick, brief moment there. Gun, of course, now trying to figure out where all these people are coming from, because as you can see on the mini map on the side, it is absolutely insane. Panman getting taken out there by BKB, which was bound to happen sooner or later.
Only one member left. They kind of ended up in a very tough position there. I saw Resurrection Deity. It looked like he had kind of a flank going on in Pachinki. I'm not sure if they got the res on him, but he was kind of isolated from the rest of his team. I think Resurrection might have just lost that player.
Yeah. Well, we're going to see definitely now what Nerf can do all by his lonesome. He's got a full squad pushing up on his position. Let's see. Will he be able to get the clutch in? He's already got the first knock. Sahil getting knocked down. So Sahil now moving up. That's, there we go. BKB coming up the hill. Flacco getting hit. Down he goes. MFP really putting that M4 to good use. But of course now getting hit in turn.
What good play that was indeed. These guys all out of zone now. They're all going to have to look at that zone once again. That next circle, all the final circles was really tough circles. Again, we see that again. A lot of open spaces. Not an easy way to take an engagement. Yeah.
And I mean, that was super unfortunate enough for Nerf. Had he not been shot by BKB, he would have maybe put quite a few knocks into the Immortal team there.
He's definitely capable of doing that.
That was such an unfortunate turn of events on that one. But the Mercs now holding up in the warehouse. We got a Resurrection just over towards the west of them. There we got the drop coming down. We got Vibrant to the north. We got BKB pushing in from the side. Zyrax already getting his knocks right as he runs up in towards zone. You can see Uncle now trying to defend the warehouse. The Immortals on the drop. Valerian is getting hit. Oh, BKB is getting hit. You can see a few hits there. Resurrection putting those hits up right into BKB. BKB now putting those shots over into the Immortals.
Now, BKB not having the zone in their favor this time round. They have to move closer to, I think, Silent Mercs. They've got beautiful zone right now. They're going to have a lot of people pushing either way. They do have a good position. Let's see how they play it out.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what's going to happen after the zone shift. Which way the zone is going to shift. You can see Flacco now getting hit there by Vibrant, trying to move in. I love this that we can see the number count because the color is the same as the team that is shooting them. So that is absolutely fantastic. I love that part. You can see the Immortals now getting hit there by BKB. MFP taking a bit of damage there. We've got Panic all by himself. I'm pretty sure he's not panicking at the moment. Even though he's got the Mercs and Vibrant right there on him. We've got the Immortals tapping away over at Vibrant. Boyka getting a quick hit there in on Wally. Wally let's see. Will he be the first one once again for Immortals to go down?
At least he's in the end of the game.
Yes.
We can't hold
Okay.
that
Oh, yeah.
against him.
Yeah. Okay. It's much later. It's much later in the game, I must say. Yes. Yes. Oh, but we've got another knock now on the Immortals. So let's see how they're gonna fare against the teams as they try to push in. Zone has shifted up once again. MFP getting that quick hit up on Zeus. We got Uncle getting that hit on Boyka. Boyka now being down. We got the players there from Effect, of course, now all the way back in the lobby. Panic is still at the tree, just taking it easy, chilling, having a picnic. BKB, of course, not getting hit by the Immortals. We got Zeus, he's down. We got Zyrax, standing there. Flacco. Oh, let's see who's gonna get it. So Zyrax fairly low on health. We got Flacco chilling there in the back of the truck.
Yeah, BKB in a very tough spot there. Not a lot of cover. Immortals, they've got this rock for now, but they're gonna have to move up. And it looks like Silent Mercs will have to maybe get out of that warehouse if I look at zone right now.
They're going to have to move out into the open, but the Immortals also have a little bit of a reach there in their own favor. You got the Mercs, of course, now here trying to get a few hits in from underneath the truck there, but the Immortals getting a quick hit there on Luffy. Now is going to start the final part of this fight is going to start. We're going to see who's going to get it. You can see, down it goes. So the Mercs now getting hit by the Immortals. Several shots, of course. Oh, Flacco ripping up into the Immortals there. Wow. The Mercs also getting
tough
hit
spot,
now.
Yeah. Immortals still in a fairly, like you said, they've got a beautiful reach line they can play there.
Yeah.
Still very, they're in zone. It looks like they're still in zone actually.
Yeah. Just
not for
ever
long.
so slightly. Yeah, because Zone's going to move up. We got a Wally now running. Do we have any Immortals dead? No, they're all still up and going. Let's see, will Wally be the first one back to the lobby? Is he going to get thirsted? Yes, Wally is the first one back to the lobby once again for the Immortals. Well done, Wally. Well done.
Wally.
Well done. Yes, we found Wally and he's been sent back to the lobby already. Vibrant now holding up just outside of the warehouse there. We got the Mercs, of course, now pushing up right on BKB. And, of course, the team there from the Immortals still holding up on the side of the ridge. That little mound, whatever you want to call it, that they're there. They got some hard cover.
Mercs pushing up, like you said, they're like right next to that, almost touch BKB there. I think they lost 2 of their players in the process. The BKB with only 2 players left. I think Flacco and Zyrax is still up. I'm not sure. I kind of missed that one.
Yeah, sometimes that counts as a full squad. So the Immortals down to 2, MFP and Valerian. You can see Sahil, of course, now getting raised up in the meantime. You see down to 3 teams. The Mercs getting finished off there by Vibrant. So let's see. Oh, this is going to be quite a show. The final push. I don't think BKB's got a lot of meds and stuff left, but it does seem like the Immortals might still make it. BKB's got 16 meters to cover. Oh, nice hits flying straight over towards Valerian now, just popping his head out. Sino getting knocked out. So Boyka and 6 now having to rotate up out of that warehouse.
Yeah, I see BKB as Zyrax is still pretty low on health. Like I said, they probably run out of consumables right about now because as soon as they entered that area, they've been in between all the fights and it's not an easy. Oh,
Vibrant getting taken out. What? Up they come. Down goes Zyrax. Flacco now the Lone Ranger. The lone survivor. Is he going to last? No! And he gets it. He gets it.
Did he take it?
He got it. Well freaking done. Wow, 15 kills to BKB. What? No.
Yes, they really held off that position for so long. Wow. I can't believe they actually did it.
Well done. BKB getting the chicken dinner there. We've got the Immortals coming in 2nd place. Vibrant finishing off in 4th place. And on the right-hand side, the moving part of the screen, you can see the results for the other teams. We've got the players there from Style Squad in 10th place. We've got Phoenix up in 11th. We've got the players there from, I forgot who that one is. That is the Liberators. There we go. We saw them on screen just now for a quick second there, taking my eye off of that. We got the players there from Alias Unknown over in 17th place. We got Resurrection in 18th. Raise. I don't know why I said Resurrection. Whatever. We got Raise in 18th place. Inkosi holding up in 19th place. That was quite the match. I mean, I think we've got a clear winner for this round. I'm just guessing, I'm just guessing.
No, well, that's well deserved. They really played well. Had a bit of a hiccup. I think it was the first of the final rounds when Gunn really dominated that last push. Otherwise, BKB really top-notch gameplay. I
Yeah.
really can say that they did well all of the games.
Yeah, no, they definitely put up one hell of a show. And it's like it was insane. If you watch the progression where they came over from game one, taking the chicken dinner, no, not getting the chicken dinner, coming in second place, but they got the overall standing for the game.
Yes.
Coming in with that very impressive 15 kills, moving over to the second round where they got another additional 13 kills, going over to the game that we had just now where they once again got 15 kills. I mean,
no, they owned it. They really did well throughout from the first to the last game. BKB really did well. They put up a good show for all of us.
Yeah, no, definitely they did, and I'll say it once again. I'm just so glad that I was not competing in this at all today. I'm very comfortable over here in my seat. I'm very happy here. I don't want to be there, especially with the likes of BKB, of Gun, Inkosi, Vibrant, Resurrection, Phoenix, Lost Legion, Zamga Rays, Effects, Alias Unknown, even some of the names that we've never really seen. You might have seen the name here and there, but even some of these players, they put up a pretty good show. I mean, like Resurrection Berserk, right? He's got 6 kills. He got 6 kills. Yeah, he's sitting on 6 kills. We've got Boyka also sitting on 6 kills. It's not easy getting 6 kills in these kinds of games. We got Phoenix.
It's not easy getting 6 kills in classic mode. Nevertheless, a game like this, every opponent you get is top notch. It's not an easy game. We spoke about it earlier about these underdogs, we call them, that come into this kind of level of gaming, and I cannot imagine. I won't play this kind of tournament against these guys. You can just imagine the level of stress you go through. Even normal scrims and stuff, it's stressful. And knowing that you got teams like Resurrection, the Buzz Kubros, Inkosi Esports, that's all top-notch players. And yeah, it's not easy. And I take my hats off for everyone starting to come up to this level. And I really see a bright future for all these guys and really picking up the overall competitive gaming in South Africa.
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, we've got teams around here that we've seen a few times. We've got like the players, the triads there. We've got Tears of Chaos. Tears of Chaos, Tide got 4 kills. He got 4 kills. He's sitting on 4 kills. That's not bad. It's really, really not bad. Taking into consideration the teams that they've been playing against.
Yeah.
Getting kills is a great thing because some of these guys, they won't allow you to get kills. They won't.
A good example, Inkosi Esports. We all know Inkosi Esports. Had a good example. They're top-notch clan, and that last game they didn't go out of the game with 1 kill.
Yeah.
So if you TOC got 4 kills, well done. Give you a tap on the back. You did well. You really did well.
Yeah. And I mean, and it's a great thing. You can obviously see when you come to the machines, the teams that we've got. Let me just. I think it's even the top. It's the top 6, top 8 teams that we've got. The kill counts that we have there for the players. It's really. I mean, we've got Optic sitting on 5 kills. We've got Coco on 3, Beast on 1, Supreme on 2 kills. Then we go over to the players there from Lost Legion. They are sitting on 1 to 5 kills. Insidious with 2. Phoenix sitting on 6 kills. And as you start moving up the list, the kill count starts jumping. It's like the numbers really start climbing up. I mean, you're going from like Resurrection, Undead, Berserk 6 kills. We got Panic on 2, Genesis on 2, Deity on Deity there on 1 kill. Moving up a little bit, we go over to Inkosi. We've got Grim on 4, Nova on 4, Sully on 4, Bait on 4, 3 kills. And then you come up, and then we hit the guys here from BKB, and we've got Nos. Well, Nos didn't play. We've got Flacco sitting on 8 kills. We got Con on 3 kills. We've got Zeus on 7. We've got Zyrax on 10. On screen, we've got the results now for the previous round, the one that we just had going. So let's have a quick look there. You can see obviously BKB coming in there with the chicken dinner. 35 kills. Insane. We've got the players there, of course, now from the Silent Mercs in second place, 24 points. We've got Vibrant coming in with 23 points in third place. We've got the Immortals coming in, fourth place with 20 points, but they, of course, they got second place, and they ended up in fourth. So that's where the kills made quite a bit of a difference. We've got the players there from Resurrection in 12th place, in 5th place with 12 points. We've got Gun in 6th place also with 12 points. Then we've got Conspiracy there with 11 points in 7th place. We've got Effects over in 8th place with 8 points. We've got, they of course now tied there with Lost Legion, Phoenix, Aura. Those 3 teams all tied up in third place, in 8th place. I don't know what I was going for third. We got the Devils with 5 points in 11th place. So we've got the Liberators there with 3 points over in 12th place. Tied, of course, with Tears of Chaos. And then in 14th, we've got the players from Triad. I'm predicting the future. You'll see it on screen, I promise. It's coming there. You'll see it now. It's like, I'm a fortune teller. You shall see the results. And there they are. We've got Triad over in 14th, like I mentioned, with 1 point. Tied in 14th place, of course, with the Dipping Squad. The players from Blink, Alias Unknown, Raze, Zamga Raze, Inkosi as well. So all of those teams tied in to 14th place, I think it is. Yes, 14th place. They're all with 1 point. So it's a bit of a mix-up. Inkosi getting such a beautiful play in the previous round, and we come into this round, and they are the first one sent back to the lobby.
Yeah, that was quite a surprise. Silent Mercs really played well there. Sending Inkosi back, the first team to leave the game there. Not really predicted that, but well played. Inkosi Esports, the first 2 games, they did pretty well. It's going to be interesting to see where they're going to land up cumulative results.
Yeah, no, definitely. I think it's going to be interesting. It's definitely going to be interesting to see who we have where. I think we've got the cumulative results out right now. Let's have a quick look there. So we just saw the players now from BKB over in first place. Obviously, we wouldn't expect to see them anywhere else, just based on what we've seen over the past few rounds already. And then, of course, if we try and jump over to the players that we've got there over in second place, that, of course, being the team there from Gun. So let's have a quick look at I'm just trying to get myself on the scene. So BKB sitting on 98 points. 98. Wow. The second runner-up team, Gun, on 55. That is 43 points difference. 43 point difference. What?
Look how close Nodwin Gaming got. They really crawled up the results with the kills they had.
Yeah, they tied in second place with Gun. And it all came down to kills. Well done, though. I mean, that's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful push there by Vibrant. Coming all the way, sneaking back up the leaderboard. But also it was a bit unfortunate for the players from Inkosi getting pushed down to 5th place. We had them in top 3, and due to them going back to the lobby first, ended up in them placing in 5th overall. I mean, we got Resurrection Undead there with 43 points in 4th place. Really good performance as well. Nothing I can say about that. We got Phoenix Aura in 6th place there, sitting with 30 points. Inspector with his 7 kills. Not bad. Well done. We've got the Silent Mercs then in 7th place. They've got 28 points overall. That's the Goose Company. So there was no chickens. They were doing well. We've got the players there from the Lost Legion 2.0 coming in 8th place with 27 points. Just 1 point difference between them and, of course, the Silent Mercs. And we go over into 9th place there. We've got the Immortals with 25 points overall. Well done. They've got quite a lot of knocks throughout the game. unfortunately, that didn't result in kills for the Immortals. That's yeah.
Seeing how close these scores are, that's when in game you'll see us talking about they're going for that thirst, going for that points on the board, and that really makes a difference. Are you going to thirst that player or not?
Yeah.
And you can see the difference it makes on the leaderboards.
Yeah, and I mean we've got Effect now Effect coming in 10th place there with 22 points. We've got the players there from Zamga Rays with 19 points. We got Alias Unknown, so that another bit of a gap in between the players here. Alias Unknown coming in with 14 points, so that's a 5 points difference. But Alias Unknown, of course, tied with the players there from Tears of Chaos for 12th place. And then we've got Conspiracy over in 14th place, you just saw there, with 13 points. Then we've got Triad in 15th with 12 points, only 2 kills for them. We've got Blink coming in 16th place with 10 points. Also just 2 kills for them. So it's been a tough round. You know, they get a lot of knocks, but they don't get the kills, unfortunately. And that's what we see as like teams that we know that should have placed a little bit higher up the list, ending up further down the list due to the fact that, you know, they didn't manage to turn their knocks into kills.
Yeah, it all comes down to that. You can get, well, we see it every day. Even when you play classics, you can come out with 4 kills, but nearly 2,000 damage or 1,000 damage. Like you get those knocks, you dominate it, but you just don't round it up into kills.
Yeah, no, definitely. And I mean, so our last 3 teams we've got here, we've got the Devils, then of course finishing off in 17th place with 7 points. We've got the Liberators with 5 points. And then, of course, we got the team there from Dipping Squad. Pretty good show that we've seen from them today. The Dipping Squad finishing off with 3 points. So it's unfortunate that they didn't get any kill points. But, I mean, we saw them a few times, you know, on the screen. They were putting up a bit of a fight. They were not, you know, letting themselves be walked over. You know, they put up the fight. They shot the shots. You know, they were contenders. You know, they were competing.
Yeah, we can't really pinpoint any particular squads tonight that didn't really contend. There was a couple of that just struggles at this level, but they'll get there. They'll get there. And yeah, there's no team that really didn't get the kills and stuff. Not the kills. What I'm trying to say is that they all did put out a good effort and they played the game.
Yeah. And I mean, it's definitely something that will come with time. I mean, like I said, some of these teams I've never heard of them. I've never seen them before. But it's fantastic that they've joined up in the competition, because it is great exposure for them. Not only on the platform that we're doing it on, but also for the pure fact that, you know, they now get to run up against these teams, which are some of the best teams. You know, not only in South Africa, but in the whole of Africa.
Oh yeah, and yeah, it all comes down to the experience. I mean, you can be a good player in classic matches, but once you get into scrims and this kind of matches, it really comes down to experience. You have to be able to learn to play at this level, handling that extra stress level, I'd say.
Yeah, no, definitely. And I mean, I've played 1 or 2 competitive games. And it's absolutely crazy. I mean, going from classic into competitive, it's a completely different game. It's a completely different game. The stress goes up through the roof. It's just like boom, and you know, yeah. But I mean, hats off to all the teams for participating today. They put up a fantastic show. Yeah, it was really, really a good show. Well done. And it's great seeing, like you mentioned, calling them the underdogs, not really being underdogs, but yeah, you know, seeing some new teams entering the scene, coming up, running up against the big dogs, you know,
yes,
you know, measuring themselves against the big guys. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it from our side tonight. I think we're going to wrap it up and say we look forward to see all you guys in the next stream. And as well, if you are any of the supporters for the teams, don't be scared to give them a shout out in the chat. We can't see the chat, but I'm pretty sure they would appreciate it because they're watching it as well. But yeah, that is pretty much it from my side. Wiley?
Thanks a lot. Thanks for everyone who tuned in. Thanks for all the teams that participated. We all had lots of fun, and I can't wait for next week.
Yeah, no, definitely. There we go, guys. So see you all in the next one that we've got up next week, Friday. But that is it from our side. Have a fantastic evening. See you all in the next one.
Cheers, guys.